From a tribe to an empire. Rest video is purement para intratnamiento y no infringe derechos de autorrenales. Los derechos de la novela y la imagen del autor original, no reclamamos propiedad. No te gusta esperar y quieres escuchar este fanfic completo ahora? Suscríbete a nuestro Patreon, donde encontrarás los mejores fanfics. Chapter 152. But golden light flashed. King Yan had already returned to the Lord's castle. The last 12 hours. King Yan looked at the prosperous scene in the territory, his eyes flashing. The existence of Valona will make a sensation around the world! Welcome to the Supreme Lord. Seeing King Yan floating in the air, the residents in the territory all knelt on the ground. We will serve you forever and never betray you. The residents were sincere and their voices were sonorous and powerful. No matter what the enemy's identity is, anyone who dares to harm King Yan will face their endless anger. Okay, let's start building the territory. Quickly, King Yan called out the Lord's roulette. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. There are only the last 12 hours left for real-world players to log into Age of Empires tonight. Even if some 410 people can't hold back their inner expectations and put on the game helmet first, this time will be even shorter. But this time is enough for me to do a lot of things. For example, King Yan's decision last night to prepare a plan to attack Mount Doom. The invincible clay, plus the fairy dragon Eliza who possesses powerful magical powers, it is estimated that it will not take too long to take over the entire area. In addition to this, the elf army, which was ordered by King Yan to cross the space portal to reach the Crystal Song Forest and prepare to launch an attack on the surrounding areas, will definitely gain a lot during this period. The Dwarf Mountain Fortress that is being rebuilt, the demon army guarding the Hellfire Peninsula, the vampire army in the Dark Swamp, and the human residents in the base camp, etc. All the troops under King Yan's command will have their overall strength improved again during this period. Perhaps before the players log into Age of Empires, the territory level of Valona can be improved again. Ding dong. Do you want to draw the Lord Roulette immediately? At this time, the pleasant system sound sounded. Draw. With almost no hesitation, King Yan nodded immediately. As soon as the word fell. Suddenly, a virtual roulette appeared in front of him. Then, a pleasant system sound rang out. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint, Hero Restaurant 1. As the sound ran out, a building blueprint shining with brilliant golden light fell into his palm. And King Yan couldn't help but flash a trace of joy on his face. Hero Restaurant. A place where you can recruit heroes. Although it is not as good as the Hero Altar where you can directly summon from it. But the effect of the restaurant is also to recruit heroes for players, but the recruitment takes a certain amount of time. Hero Restaurant Level. Legendary. Basic function. Hero recruitment plus 320, hero level plus 280, loyalty improvement plus 140. Additional function. Talent enhancement. Make the recruited heroes have more powerful strategic talents. Additional function triggered by the god level talent of the chosen son. Construction materials. Gold coins 50,000, wood 30,000, ore 30,000, silver 3,000, crystal 500, gems 500. Description. You can recruit powerful heroes for players. Heroes can help players lead the army. At the same time, heroes have strong strategic talents and can provide powerful bonuses for the army under their command. Combat power score plus 15,000. Build now. King Yan gave the order without any hesitation. His army now numbered in the tens of thousands, and it was time for heroes to assist the commander. With the powerful strategic talent bonus provided by the heroes. The overall strength of the army will achieve a qualitative leap. This is undoubtedly an extremely comfortable thing. As for the hero loyalty, it is not something King Yan needs to consider at all. The only thing he needs to do is to build a hero restaurant immediately, and then strive to let all the soldiers in the territory enjoy the strategic talent bonus provided by the heroes in the shortest time. Ding dong. Congratulations to the players, the hero restaurant has been built. The voice came, making King Yan feel happy. The function of the underground treasure house is to allow players to store various rare treasures, mainly in terms of rare resources. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint, Giant Seaport 1. After this good start, King Yan no longer hesitated. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint, Poisoning Room 1. 4 players, they are all treasures. However, King Yan's main attention was still focused on the last picture hall of valor. The first few building blueprints are very simple. Now that the 4 mysterious lucky bags have been opened, they are all building blueprints, and all of them are complete. Click on the Lord Mauler immediately, and then buy all the newly refreshed mysterious lucky bags, and choose to open them. Nothing like blueprint fragments appear. As for the building attributes, to be honest, it was really wonderful. This is the power of the underground treasure house. And because of the effect of the god-level talent of the chosen sun. Even the priest's dispelling magic cannot eliminate the poisoning effect. It is extremely powerful. From the Lord Roulette that can be drawn for free every day. I drew such an important architectural drawing. But what I didn't expect was... Ding dong! Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint, Hall of Valor 1. If it is exposed to the outside for a long time, the energy in the crystal will slowly dissipate over time, but if it is stored in the underground treasure house, not only will the energy not dissipate, but the restrictions set outside the treasure box can also resist thieves. After all, Qian Yan knew it clearly. Qian Yan now has mastered the seaport building, so he naturally wants to explore it. The resources at sea are very rich. All of them are building blueprints. Some super empires in the previous life all had similar treasure houses set up underground. Because he knew that the effect of this building was extremely powerful. During the construction process, the poison extraction room also triggered the purification resistance effect. In this way, when the enemy is damaged, the enemy can be poisoned, and the percentage of damage will be continuously caused. After the territory level is upgraded, the number of mysterious lucky bags that Qian Yan can buy every day is also increased accordingly. The poison extraction room is to extract poison for the soldiers' weapons. There are also some monster nests and so on. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint, Underground Treasure House 1! Out for the giant seaport. After conquering the Doomsday Volcano, we can consider developing towards the coastal area. For example, things like crystals and gems. This is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing for Qian Yan, who is in urgent need of territory expansion. Chapter 153. Doomsday Volcano, Dark Lord. Hall of Valor. Level. Legendary. Basic function. Hall of Valor. Can accept the souls of fallen warriors. Basic function. Undead protection. Slow down the time for the souls of fallen warriors to dissipate, giving them more chances to be resurrected. Basic function. Void barrier. Can prevent the souls of fallen warriors from being summoned by necromancers. Additional function. Reappearance of heroic spirits. Can summon the heroic spirits of brave warriors to make them temporarily fight for a short period of time during which they cause great magic damage to the enemy. Additional function triggered by the god-level talent of the chosen sun. Construction materials. Gold coins 50,000, wood 20,000, ore 30,000, sulfur 5,000, crystal 300, gemstone 300, full volcanic stone 500. Description. Hall of Heroes is a hall for receiving the souls of the dead. The souls of brave warriors will rest here. They can prevent being summoned by necromancers using necromancy. It is a precious building that effectively fights against undead creatures, but the premise is that the player must have a sufficient number of evil volcanic stones to ensure that the souls of the warriors will not dissipate. Combat power rating plus 15,000. It is indeed a building specifically for fighting against the undead. After checking the building properties, Qian Yan couldn't help but sigh in his heart. Although the several building functions of Hall of Heroes are not as good as the Temple of Light indirectly causing a lot of damage to undead creatures, they are also very important things. If there is no Hall of Heroes, the souls of the warriors under the player will be summoned as undead warriors by necromancers using necromancy. And it is an infinite summoning. After all, in a large-scale war, thousands of soldiers are often killed. After they are all summoned as skeleton soldiers, they will provide a good force for the undead army. Under the rise and fall of one, the other rises. The player army is almost non-existent, and it is impossible to compete with the undead army. But the existence of the Hall of Hell can completely solve this problem. As for the full volcanic stone in the construction materials, if I remember correctly, it should be the precious material produced in the full volcanic fountain. At the moment, Qian Yan is about to prepare to attack the Doomsday Volcano. Perhaps in it, you can find a full volcanic fountain. Clay. Thinking of this, Qian Yan immediately ordered, "Get ready to go." Roar. As soon as the voice fell, the roar of the dragon sounded. As the dark energy surged, a terrifying black dragon with a body size of nearly 70 meters appeared in front of him with endless power. "Master, please come up." Clay used her dragon claws to lift Qian Yan to the top of her head, and then the dark energy around Qian Yan surged, and finally turned into a pitch-black throne that made Qian Yan look full of mystery. And me. Eliza also fluttered her gorgeous dragon wings and quickly caught up. Master, take me with you! Exclamation mark. Yes. Qin Yan smiled and nodded. Although Eliza is small, she is now the queen of the fairy dragon clan and possesses terrifying magical power. In addition to the puppet creatures with innate magic immunity and the terrifying dragon, Qin Yan couldn't think of any other creatures that dared to easily bear this magical power. In short, with Eliza's joining, this Doomsday Volcano Raiders journey will definitely be much easier. And taking 2 dragon subordinates with you to expand your territory at the same time is also an extremely glorious thing, and Qin Yan will naturally not refuse. Okay, let's go. At the moment, Qin Yan's blood was boiling. Yes, Master! Exclamation mark. Roar. The words fell. The huge black dragon suddenly flew up into the sky with its giant wings. Eliza followed closely behind with a gorgeous stream of light. Soon, Claire arrived at the Doomsday Volcano. The Doomsday Volcano, which was spewing thick smoke and hot magma, seemed to become more active because of the arrival of Qin Yan and others. Here, the power of evil spreads everywhere. Many once noble dragons have lost their glory and dignity and become the spreaders of evil power, hoping that their dark demon lord will come again. Warning. You have entered the Doomsday Volcano area. And, as the system prompt said. After a pause, Eliza added, as if it was polluted. The volcanic ground under his feet suddenly trembled. The dark demon who came to the 160 Doomsday Volcano is more powerful than the dragon. Unless you have chosen death. Never enter here. Boom. Take a deep breath. Qin Yan slowly nodded. There are indeed dragons in the Doomsday Volcano, but their intelligence has been eroded by evil forces. Qin Yan looked at the long paragraph of text composed of magma in front of him, his expression full of surprise. This. In the official information of the previous life, the introduction of the Doomsday Volcano can be almost ignored. Then, Qin Yan looked at Clay, who had remained silent for a long time, but the latter still looked firm. It is a dark demon named Sauron. The Doomsday Volcano was originally the source of power for the Dragon Clan, and it was also the most cherished nesting place for the Red Dragon. The heat waves and lava in it can serve as obstacles to obstruct invaders, and can also allow the Red Dragon to enjoy its washing when it falls asleep. As a result, the dark demon named Sauron not only led the demon army to completely capture the Doomsday Volcano, but also imprisoned the dragons in it. The wind is howling with terrifying shouts. That is the wail of Doomsday. There is such a shocking secret hidden in the Doomsday Volcano. After the system prompt text disappeared, Qin Yan's heart was still restless for a long time. After all, the dragon is the most powerful 14th level creature on the continent in the Empire era! The heat waves and lava diffused in the volcano made it almost impossible for ordinary players to get close, so Qin Yan's information about the Doomsday Volcano in his previous life was almost zero. Just when Qin Yan said this name. At this time, Eliza noticed Qin Yan's emotional changes, and also, as if she sensed something. I sensed the same breath ahead. Then, a sharp system sound rang in Qin Yan's ears. Master. And the controller of this evil force. The air is full of pungent smells, that is the breath of death. But who could have thought? But its breath is very strange, as if, but now the Doomsday Volcano has been completely ruined because of the arrival of a dark demon named Sauron, and has become the base for the Demon Clan to control and imprison the Dragon Clan. Accompanied by a long paragraph of system text prompts. This place is extremely dangerous, players please be vigilant at all times. There are terrible demon legions here, and this is the Doomsday Volcano. And assimilated them into the spreaders of evil. Well, Eliza, you're right. Chapter 154. Epic Main Quest, The Supreme Ring. Rumble. The earth trembled, and the sky and the earth changed color. Accompanied by a dull roar. Countless flaming boulders rolled down from the top of the volcano. The hot magma surging in the cracks gushed out directly. For a moment, it was as if the end of the world had come. However, just at this moment. Suddenly, a sharp system sound rang in Qin Yan's ears. Ding dong. It has been detected that you have entered the Doomsday Volcano area. The SSS level only continental epic main task. Supreme Magic Ring. Has been automatically included in your task list. Supreme Magic Ring. Task difficulty. SSS level epic main task. Task content. Clear out the evil creatures in the Doomsday Volcano area, and destroy the Demon Lord Temple in the center of the volcano, so that the evil energy in the Doomsday Volcano area is completely dissipated. Task reward. Control of the Supreme Magic Ring, the Supreme Artifact. Mission introduction. In a shocking war in ancient times, the Supreme Ring forged in the Doomsday Volcano was eventually destroyed here, but the Supreme Ring will never be destroyed. After billions of years, the evil forces are ready to move again. Mission tips. The Dark Lord Sauron has perished. Although his soul is still imprisoned in the supreme ring he forged, the player can completely eliminate it after completing the mission conditions. The first player to enter the Doomsday Volcano area is qualified to trigger this mission. The voice sounded. Suddenly, a long paragraph of mission-related content appeared in front of Kinyan. But this is actually very simple. Kinyan only needs to clear all the evil creatures in the Doomsday Volcano and destroy the Demon Lord Temple in the center of the volcano to gain control of the Supreme Ring of the Supreme God. The Supreme Artifact. The mission reward is another God-level ring. And only the first player to enter the Doomsday Volcano area is qualified to trigger the mission. In other words, even if Kinyan does not complete the mission, others are still not qualified to trigger this mission. Of course, this task is destined to be completed by me! Kinyan closed the task list, full of confidence. Because he noticed. In the system prompt, it was clearly mentioned that the Dark Lord Sauron had perished. In this case, Clay, the Queen of Black Dragons, and Eliza joined hands. Even if the Doomsday Volcano was full of dragon creatures eroded by evil forces, and there might even be a top red dragon, Kinyan believed that their power could still deal with it. As for Sauron's soul stored in the Supreme Ring, there is no need to worry at all. Because the system has clearly marked it. As long as Kinyan completes the task, he can completely gain control of the Supreme Ring. There is no need to worry about the backlash of Sauron's soul power. In short, in a word, Kinyan must get this Supreme Artifact Ring. Gurgle gurgle. Just at this moment, the hot magma flowing in the cracks on the ground below suddenly rolled violently. Then, giant flame lizards with flames burning on their bodies and a body size of more than 30 meters slowly appeared in sight. Flame lizard rank. Elite level 10 race. Kodo. Level 430 attack power. 520-560 defense. 480 health. 280,000 magic. 50,000 racial talent. Fire resistant skin. Immune to any fire damage. Racial ability. Flame Fireball. Fires a fireball at the target, causing heavy damage and stunning. Racial ability. Flame Sacrifice. Wraps the target in flames, reducing its health in percentages. Racial ability. Flame Pillar. After a short delay, endless magma will burst out from under the target. Description. Flame Lizard has the power of flames. Its roar and posture remind people of the powerful and endless flames. Now that it has been eroded by evil forces, the power of the flames they release has become even stronger. It must be said that the flame lizards are extremely powerful. Their huge size, amazing health, and innate immunity to fire damage make their survivability amazing. In addition, the blazing flames they release are definitely the enemy's nightmare. But Clay is naturally able to restrain them. Close in the attribute panel of the flame lizard, Kinyan's eyes were filled with absolute confidence. Clay is naturally immune to magic damage, and the magic released by these flame lizards cannot cause any damage to her at all. Clay. So, at this moment, Kinyan gave the order directly. Kill them all! Roar. Clay flew over the flame lizards and then spit out a breath of dragon's breath downwards, and the dark flames instantly tore the entire team apart. In an instant, nearly 100 flame lizards died under Clay's dragon's breath. They are immune to fire damage. But they can't resist the corrosive effect of Clay's dragon's breath at all. And this is not over yet. Die. Boom. 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 Clay's voice fell. Suddenly, the dark area spread to the ground below, and in an instant, all the flame lizards were wrapped in it, and an endless dark energy storm swept across. Woo! A moment, all the flame lizards let out a painful wail. Their bodies quickly decayed in this dark area. Woo! Some larger flame lizards rushed to the air in pain. Clay fired a pillar of fire, and raging flames gushed out from the magma and fell heavily on Clay. But with the protection of the solid dragon scales, the damage Clay suffered was almost negligible. Instead, Clay floated directly in the air, and then opened her mouth wide towards the flame lizards below. Roar. The next moment, 3 huge dragon breath fireballs burning with decent black flames fell downward like meteors. Boom. 3 earth-shaking loud noises shook the entire Doomsday Volcano, and the magma below also rolled up. After the dragon breath fireballs raged, only the shriveled corpses of the flame lizards were left. Until finally, the storm stopped. On the ground of the volcano, the huge corpses of the flame lizards piled up like a mountain. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, your black dragon successfully killed Flame Lizard 1, and gained 5,000 experience points. The pleasant system sound continued to sound 10 times. Clay's experience bar suddenly rose. The battle lasted only 3 minutes. It increased by nearly 80%. According to this progress, after the entire Doomsday Volcano is completely cleared, Clay may be able to directly break through the 3rd level to the level Clay's attribute panel was closed, and Qian was in a good mood. Chapter 155. Lava Crust, Flame Backlash. DBB. After killing the last flame lizard, the huge black dragon circled in the sky, and then, as if declaring its sovereignty, it blew a breath of dragon's breath into the sky. Roar. The terrifying dragon's might shocked the entire Doomsday Volcano. Clay is now level 23, with a body size of 70 meters and a wingspan of nearly 30 meters. It is hard to imagine how terrifying she will become when she reaches level 30. Well done, Clay. During the whole process, the damage caused by the flame lizards to Clay was almost negligible. But this is also because the black dragon is innately immune to magic. Of course, Qian will never be arrogant because of this. After all, the creatures in the Doomsday Volcano have been eroded by evil forces, and there must be specific damage, which can penetrate the hard scales on the surface of the dragons. After all, the system clearly marks it. Even the noble and proud dragons have become the spreaders of evil forces. The precedent is in front of us. Therefore, Qian must be more cautious in commanding Clay's actions. But at this moment, the golden light flashing in the corpse of the flame lizard on the ground made Qian a little surprised. Another blueprint was revealed. 110 no need, Qian ordered, and Eliza immediately brought it back. Then, a pleasant system sound came. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint. Lava Shell. 1. Lava Shell. Level. Legendary. Basic function. Lava Shield. Provides lava shield blessing for all player buildings. Basic function. Durability improvement. Improve the durability of the lava shield, allowing it to withstand more attacks. Basic function. Fire resistance. The lava shield can completely resist fire damage. Additional function. Fire backlash. When the enemy attacks the building, there is a chance suffer the backlash of fire damage. Extra function triggered by the chosen god level talent. Construction materials. Gold coins 10,000, silver 3,000, flame lizard blood 2,000, full volcanic stone 300. Description. Based on full volcanic stone, and then poured with the blood of the flame lizard containing flame energy, the lava shell can protect your building from damage and make the enemy legion suffer the backlash of fire damage. Combat power score plus 12,000. Another blueprint for providing shields for buildings. After checking the building properties, Qian's smile did not diminish. In the Age of Empires, the shields on the exterior of player territory buildings can be superimposed on each other. What does this mean? It means that when there are two layers of shields on the exterior of a building at the same time, there will be no energy repulsion reaction between the two. Just like the lava shell in front of you. Although the flame energy and the natural barrier properties of the elves are mutually exclusive. But when they are gathered on the exterior of the building, this repulsion will not be manifested. Even the two shields may merge with each other. Not only does the original defensor capability still exist, but there is also a chance to trigger a new effect. So this situation can often be seen on the continent of the Age of Empires. The territories of powerful players are ridiculously strong, but weak players can be easily broken. This is its cruelty. In the future, when the continent of Age of Empires merges with the real world, those who have no courage and perseverance to build territories, and those who are not lucky, will only end up becoming slaves of others. At the mercy of others, there is no possibility of turning over forever. In the previous life, Qian was wandering on the edge of life and death. But this life, Qian put the architectural drawings into the Lord's space. Everything will change! Roar. Clay let out a dragon roar that shook the world, and then quickly flew towards the center of the Doomsday Volcano. Going deep into the center of the volcano was Qian's decision. First, there is the need for building materials for the lava shell. Qian has already mastered the blood of the flame lizard. The rest is to collect the full volcanic stones. And when he was in the territory, trade, before the Hall of Valor from the mysterious Lucky Bag also requires a sufficient number of full volcanic stones, so that Qian is qualified to build it. In short, the full volcanic stones are what he urgently needs now. Going deep into the center of the Doomsday Volcano to search is definitely much more likely than the periphery. After all, the Demon Lord Temple is the source of evil power. And they are also amplified by the evil power's health value. 3,000 racial talent. Drilling stealth. Possess the ability to shuttle freely in volcanic rocks and avoid a large number of attacks. After all, the monsters in the Doomsday Volcano, both in terms of level and grade, are far superior to those in other areas. And in addition to this, defense power 520, that player would have to spend at least hundreds of years to accumulate strength, or even longer. Before he could have the hope of completing the mission. That's why he ordered Clay to go directly to the center of the Doomsday Volcano. Qin Yan is still full of confidence in the two trusted subordinates around him. Their strength is not worse than these evil creatures. Volcanic sandworm. It is extremely difficult. Just as Clay was about to fly over, racial ability. Lava poison mist. Continuously emits poison mist filled with flame energy. Rank. 11th rank. Only after these two things are met can the control of the Supreme Ring be obtained. To exaggerate, even if this Supreme Ring mission did not fall on Qin Yan, but was accepted by other ordinary players. Afterwards, a huge sandworm with a body size of nearly 30 meters rushed out directly from the volcanic rock. Its mouth was full of 2-meter-long fangs, which looked extremely hideous and terrifying. Race. Zef. This mission has two requirements. Suddenly, the volcanic lava below suddenly burst open. Race ability. Lava splash. Spits out huge blocks of lava at the enemy, causing large-scale splash damage. Going deep into the center of the volcano can meet the mission requirements faster. But I have a top-level Black Dragon Queen of level 14, plus the Fairy Dragon Queen Mana that masters terrifying magical power. It is far from easy to kill them. If the evil monsters in the Doomsday Volcano sense that the Demon Lord Temple is threatened, Qin Yan does not need to take the initiative to find it. They will definitely come to the door automatically. Description. Volcano sandworms live in volcanic rock areas all year round, have the ability to travel freely in them, and can even spray poisonous fog and magma. The second is to destroy the Demon Lord Temple located in the center of the volcano. 1 is to eliminate all the evil creatures in the Doomsday Volcano. Attack power. 560-600 level. 430 racial ability. Magma jet. Spray a large amount of magma from the mouth, causing everything around. Magic value. 80,000 racial talent. Fire-resistant skin. Immune to any fire damage. Bang. Chapter 156. Dream Entanglement, Instant Killing of Volcanic Sandworms. Boom. Giant sandworms rushed out of the volcanic rock. Suddenly, endless boiling magma, mixed with hot lava, sprayed towards Qin Yan. Ordinary people would be in great pain if they were slightly touched by a drop of it. What's more, the lava mixture spraying towards Qin Yan now is not a small ball, but a huge one covering the sky of the sun. If an ordinary player saw this scene, he would probably faint on the spot. Clay, use the field shuttle to dodge. Fortunately, Qin Yan was mentally tough and quickly came to his senses and gave the order. Roar. The voice fell. Suddenly, an endless dark energy storm rushed out of Clay's body, and in an instant, it completely enveloped the surrounding area of hundreds of meters. The next moment, the huge black dragon body disappeared directly from the spot. Clay's field shuttle skills allowed her to appear anywhere in the field at will in the black dragon form. This is why Qin Yan dared to fly over the Doomsday Volcano so openly. Out. Seeing that the attack failed, the volcanic sandworm immediately let out a sharp hiss, and then drilled back into the volcanic lava. It could feel the power of the black dragon in front of it. After the precipitation of time, the volcanic rock was extremely thick. After the volcanic sandworm drilled in, it disappeared instantly. It seems that we can only wait for it to show up next time. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan frowned immediately. Clay, you must always be vigilant, otherwise it is easy to be attacked by it. Roar. Demonstratively spewing a mouthful of black dragon breath towards the volcanic rock below, Clay could only nod. Master, I know. Indeed, the volcanic rock is too thick. It is a natural shelter for the volcanic sandworm. Even if Clay's body is full of dark energy, it is impossible to waste time on clearing the volcanic rock. It can only wait until the next time the volcanic sandworm reappears, and then find an opportunity to instantly injure it, leaving it with no way to escape. Master, don't worry. At this time, Eliza also vowed. Next time if it dares to come, Eliza will definitely make it come back. But. After the voice fell. Suddenly, powerful magic energy surged out of Eliza's body. Yeah. Feeling the amazing magic power emanating from Eliza's body, Qin Yan nodded with relief. You just need to control it, and Clay can solve it instantly. But after seeing Clay's ability to shuttle just now, Qin Yan thought that volcanic sandworm should not dare to show up easily again. But he seemed to have underestimated the status of the Demon Lord Temple in the hearts of these evil creatures in the Doomsday Volcano. After the appearance of the volcanic sandworm. After a while, they advanced less than 300 meters, but the volcanic rocks below surged again. And the number became more. The entire volcanic rock under them surged wildly. The huge bodies of the volcanic sandworms, the hoarse sound of friction with the volcanic rocks was endless. Hiss. Then, hundreds of huge volcanic sandworms rushed out from the volcanic rocks, bringing with them a magma mixture that covered the sky and the sun, and sprayed towards Clay fiercely. Boom. 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 The magma mixture collided with each other in the air and then splashed directly. At this moment, it was like the end of the world. However, just when Clay was about to release the dark domain and dodge it by shuttling through the domain. Suddenly, a terrifying light appeared. A bright blue light burst out from Eliza. The blue light seemed very ancient, and surrounded Eliza. This beam of light covered everything. The earth shook, but the wind stopped. Boom. 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 The terrifying magic energy swept the whole place. The earth shook, and blue magic auras appeared one after another under Eliza, and then spread out like ripples. Crack, 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 crack. The moment the blue magic aura met the volcanic sandworm, the latter's huge body began to disintegrate at a speed visible to the naked eye. But all the volcanic sandworms did not resist. It's not that they didn't want to, but that they couldn't. Because above their heads, there were purple vortex signs floating. All of them fell into a dizzy state. In a dizzy state. The volcanic sandworms could not resist this terrifying magic energy at all. Ding dong. Your subordinate Alyssa released the skill Dream Entanglement and successfully killed Volcano Sandworm 1. The terrifying magic power that Eliza possesses will be the nightmare of all enemies. The enemy didn't even have a chance to resist. In a dizzy state, they turned into corpses. But he never expected it. The light emitted from her dragon wings became more and more brilliant. Afterwards, the pleasant system sound also rang in my ears. BB. Although Qin Yan knew that fairy dragons were born with powerful magic power, and Eliza awakened and evolved into the queen of the fairy dragon clan during the contract signing process. After the level was increased. They fell heavily to the ground and merged with the volcanic rocks. Tell the truth. The magic power mastered became more powerful. Ding dong. Your subordinate Alyssa released the skill Dream Entanglement and successfully killed Volcano Sandworm 1. 2 brilliant golden lights rose from under Alyssa. Master, you are so great. After killing hundreds of high-level volcano sandworms, Alyssa was promoted twice in a row. It is estimated that all the war commanders at the other side would die directly on the spot. Boom. The entire battle situation has undergone a drastic change because of the magic cast by Alyssa. Ding dong. Your subordinate Alyssa released the skill Dream Entanglement and successfully killed Volcano Sandworm 1. The magic energy was restrained again, but Eliza was rarely calm. It is an honor for Eliza to kill enemies for you. If this happened in a real large-scale war, Eliza would directly shuttle through space and release deep into the enemy's rear base camp. And it was a one-sided slaughter. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan couldn't help but praise. The magic power you mastered really didn't disappoint me. In the end, all the bodies of the volcanoes were shattered. Well done, Eliza. Accompanied by the pleasant system sound. The magic energy emitted became more and more intense. At the same time, the magma mixture they spewed out was directly blasted out by the magic energy. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, your fairy dragon level has been upgraded. Currently 4th, 17. After the commander died, it was only a matter of time before the war was defeated. Eliza actually only released one skill, and in an instant, hundreds of sleeping volcanic sandworms eroded by evil power were all killed. Chapter 157 Obsidian Collector. Yeah, let's keep going. Qin Yan looked at the remains of the volcanic sandworms all over the ground, and became more and more confident. With the powerful power you two have, it's only a matter of time to clear the entire Doomsday Volcano. Roar. After that, Clay was ready to move forward. But at this moment, a strong wind swept through, and the remains of the Tarshan sandworms were blown away. And under the corpses, a dark blueprint was flashing with bright golden light. Another blueprint was revealed. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan was in a good mood. Just now, after Clay killed all the flame lizards, the building blueprints were also revealed. Now after Eliza killed the volcanic sandworms, the blueprints were revealed again. This made Qin Yan's heart full of expectations. Perhaps this trip to the Doomsday Volcano will not only allow Wolong to gain a lot of experience 940 points, but also that territory construction will undergo earth-shaking changes again. This is for Qin Yan, who focuses on territory expansion. It is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing. Master. At this time, without Qin Yan's instructions, Eliza had already brought back the golden blueprint on the ground. Then, a pleasant system sound rang in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player for obtaining the complete building blueprint Obsidian Collector 1. Obsidian Collector level. Legendary. Basic function. Collect obsidian. Can provide you with obsidian ore continuously. Basic function. Decompose obsidian. can automatically decompose obsidian ore into obsidian fragments, providing you with precious forging materials continuously. Basic function. Obsidian design drawing. Periodically provide design drawings, and corresponding obsidian equipment can be forged according to the design drawings. Additional function. Obsidian statue. Condense obsidian into a statue, which can provide an active force bonus for surrounding friendly units. Extra function triggered by the god level talent of the chosen sun construction materials. Gold coins 10,000, sulfur 3,000, sandworm mouthparts 3,000, full volcanic stone 300. Description. Obsidian is one of the precious crystals and a very precious forging material. At the same time, obsidian also contains strange energy. After being made into a statue, it can provide your army with a good attribute bonus, but the collector can only operate normally after adding full volcanic stone. Combat power score plus 14,000. Collect obsidian continuously. It's so wonderful. After Qin Yan read the building attributes, his eyes flashed with unconcealed joy. He knew that obsidian was the magma flowing out of the volcanic lava, which suddenly cooled and formed natural glass, also known as dragon crystal. It also has a great reputation in the continent of the Empire era. In an equipment illustration given by the official in the previous life. Qin Yan remembered seeing the obsidian suit before. Combat boots, emblem ring, belt, gauntlet, spear, helmet, shoulder armor, chest armor, wrist guard, leg armor, sword blade, battle axe, etc. A set of Obsidian series equipment are all purple quality. There is also an Obsidian shield, which is orange quality equipment. It is a well-known exclusive professional equipment for the Paladin. After the Paladins are equipped with Obsidian shields, the skill effects will be greatly improved. This shows that the Obsidian ore is precious. And now this architectural drawing in Qin Yan's hand. The effect is to continuously provide Obsidian ore. And it can also provide equipment design drawings. Even under the effect of the god level talent of the chosen sun, it also triggered the additional function of the obsidian statue, which can provide soldiers with an active force bonus. As the name suggests, the effect of the power of adaptation is to provide attribute bonuses corresponding to the type of soldiers. Swordsmen and knights provide strength bonuses. Priests and mages provide intelligence bonuses. The effect is extremely powerful. In short, in one sentence, I must build this obsidian collector. Closing the building attribute panel, Qin Yan's eyes were bright. And it is built in batches, so that I can monopolize all the obsidian mines in the Doomsday Volcano. And among the construction materials, the number of sandworm mouthparts is already sufficient. There is no need to say more about sulfur gold coins. The only thing left is the full volcanic stone. Hall of Valor, the lava shell, and the current obsidian collector, all require a sufficient number of full volcanic stones before I can be qualified to build them. Qin Yan looked towards the center of the Doomsday Volcano. So what I have to do next is to conquer the entire Doomsday Volcano area in the shortest possible time. Turning the entire Doomsday Volcano upside down. He didn't believe that he couldn't find any trace of the full volcanic stone. Go ahead, Clay. Thinking of this, Qin Yan immediately ordered, roar. The voice fell. The huge black dragon flapped its wings and soared into the sky. Then it moved towards the center of the Doomsday Volcano at a very fast speed. She flew very high and released the dragon's might without hesitation. Roar. Along the way, many lava monsters were startled and roared angrily. Lava claws, lava beetles, and flame poisonous scorpions, etc. These creatures originally lived in the volcanic area all year round, and their tempers were all extremely violent. Now they were eroded by evil energy, and they could only be described as fierce and violent. After being alarmed by Clay, they immediately gathered together and chased madly. Woo! The beginning, the number of volcanic monsters could be roughly estimated. But as time passed, on the ground behind Clay, countless red monsters surged like a tide. These monsters have different shapes, but without exception, they are wrapped in flames and covered with cracks. However, what flows out of the cracks is not blood, but boiling hot magma. This scene is daunting. Clay, keep moving forward. However, Qin Yan ignored them. Again, he believed in the strength of Clay and Eliza. If the power is limited, it is definitely the best choice to take steady steps. But I control both the Black Dragon and the Fairy Dragon, and possess the power of 2 top-level 14th level dragons. Qin Yan looked back at the endless volcanic monsters on the ground behind him. These rotten fish and shrimps, wait until they gather together and then kill them all! Roar. But at this moment, the magma on the ground in front suddenly surged endlessly, and then a huge monster emerged from the magma. They were huge and strong, at least 20 meters tall. They were obviously human-shaped upper bodies, but their whole bodies were burning with endless flames. And the identities of these monsters. Almost everyone reacted instantly when they saw the illusory flames burning on their bodies. Flame elements. Chapter 158. Flame element, Crazy Massacre. Flame element, commonly known as fire element. It is a kind of elemental creature. Generally, fire element creatures on the continent only appear when there is a forest fire, and their bodies are not much different from normal humans. But it is different in the volcanic zone. Raw. At present, these flame elements gushing out of the volcanic magma. The body size is at least more than 20 meters. The number is endless. The flames burning on their bodies are at least several times more powerful. The breath is extremely amazing. Flame element grade. Elite level of level 12 race. Elemental creature. Level 430 attack power. 640-700 defense power. 570 health value. 3,000,000 magic value. 1,000,000 race talent. Magic immunity. Mind magic immunity. Fire magic immunity. Ice attribute attack magic damage double. Race talent. Flame field. Any fire attribute damage caused plus 30% race ability. Flame wave. Ignites all enemies around, causing continuous fire damage. Race ability. Flame storm. 29 releases a ball of flame seeds that can ricochet enemies, with extremely strong destructive power. Race ability. Flame meteor. Flame meteors fall from the sky, causing large-scale fire element damage to targets within the range, which can be called a forbidden spell level skill. Description. Flame elements are yellow spirits from the core of a huge lava. They are injected with the elements of all burning objects and can burn everything around them. Clay. These elemental creatures are very powerful. After checking the properties, Qin Yan frowned slightly. But if you want to move forward, you must solve them all. Don't worry, Master. Clay's dragon eyes suddenly turned red. Leave it to me, Clay will not let you down. Well, then, Qin Yan raised his head. Attack. This battle was indeed a bit thrilling. The flame element is worthy at being a 12th level elite soldier, not to mention fighting in a volcanic environment. Boom. 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 The terrifying flame meteors fell from the sky. The forbidden spell level skills made people feel suffocated. There was also an endless flame storm sweeping over. The flames were so fierce that even the air seemed to be ignited. But Clay was not afraid at all. Roar. Under the endless flames, the huge black dragon body used its claws to open a path in the sea of fire, and her solid dragon scales made her ignore the flames. There was a constant roar in her mouth. It continuously spewed out black dragon breath, even turning elemental flames into ashes. No matter what it did, its huge body would cause damage to the flame elements. This was the fear of the top 14th level soldiers. It had a huge body and could control dark energy. Even if Clay rolled in the monster group, it would be difficult for the flame elements to deal with it. Whoosh! Whoosh! The giant dragon wings swept across. Instantly, more than a dozen flame elements were cut in half. Magazine gushed out of their bodies. That scene was like the end of the world. Boom. But at this time, the rolling lava fell again. You dare to come? Clay was also angry. Looking at the flaming meteor that broke through the air, she flapped her wings suddenly, and endless black flame energy suddenly surged out of her body, and in an instant, all the flame elements were wrapped in the west. Then, Clay transformed into the dragon princess form. The black flame dragon spear shining with dark golden luster condensed in her palm. Then, Clay's figure disappeared directly on the spot. Woo! The flame elements that controlled the rolling lava were stunned at first, and then a figure suddenly appeared in front of them, almost like a conditioned reflex. The flame elements condensed a flame shield on the surface of their bodies. But is it useful? Puff. The black flame dragon spear directly penetrated the flame shield and pierced straight into the arm of the flame element, and then cut off the entire arm from top to bottom. Even the abdomen was cut open. Go to hell. Clay was not satisfied with this. Boom. In the raging dark storm, she returned to the black dragon form. The huge body directly stepped on the flame element, which was only 20 meters tall and only 1/3 of her size. With a muffled sound, the head of the flame element suddenly exploded. Woo woo. How could the other flame elements tolerate their companions being slaughtered by Clay? They immediately rushed up, but before they could surround Clay, the huge black dragon disappeared instantly. For a moment, all the flame elements were stunned. They didn't understand why that black dragon in front of them could move back to space. However, at this moment, suddenly, a black flame energy storm raged on the ground. The bodies of the volcanic monsters that had chased them before quickly decayed in the dark realm, and then turned into pure energy, becoming Clay's supplement. Roar. After recovering the dark energy, Clay suddenly roared like a dragon. Then she used the realm shuttle again and appeared in the center of the flame elements. Then, the slaughter began. Facing Clay, whose energy was almost overflowing, the flame elements had almost no ability to resist. The dark gold and black flame dragon spear swept across wantonly, and wherever it passed, the huge body of the flame element was directly cut in half. We won. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan breathed a sigh of relief. Only Clay could do this kind of fighting method. At the same time, pleasant system sounds rang in my ears 641 after another. Ding dong. Your black dragon has successfully killed flame element 1! Ding dong. Your black dragon has successfully killed flame element 1! Ding dong. Your black dragon has successfully killed flame element 1! Ding dong. Your black dragon has successfully killed flame element 1! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, your black dragon level has been upgraded. Currently 4th 24. Accompanied by the pleasant system sounds that ran continuously. A brilliant golden light rose from under Clay. The lost dark energy was quickly restored. The speed of killing the flame element was increased again. Boom. Out. The last flame element fell heavily. Master. Clay fluttered her dark dragon wings, then returned to Qin Yan, half knelt in the air. Clay lived up to your expectations! Well, very good. Very good. Qin Yan nodded repeatedly, and immediately took out the vitality potion from the Lord's base to help Clay recover from her injuries. In the battle just now, Clay lost nearly 20,000 health points in total, which was considered a minor injury. There are more powerful enemies to deal with next. Qin Yan must keep Clay in perfect condition at all times. And I brought this back. However, at this time, after Clay took the vitality potion handed over by Qin Yan, she suddenly opened her palm. What appeared in her palm was a red drawing. Chapter 159. Blazing Altar, Energy Source Stone. The moment Qin Yan's eyes fell on the red blueprint. Suddenly, a pleasant system sound rang in his ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully obtained the complete building blueprint, Flame Altar 1. What? It's the Flame Altar. No way. After hearing the system sound, Qin Yan was immediately excited. Because he had heard of this building in his previous life. No, it should be that everyone in the previous life had heard of this name. Flame Altar can produce energy source stones. Energy source stones are extremely powerful and have an extremely wide range of applications. First, the construction and upgrading of buildings. Adding energy source stones during the construction and upgrading of buildings, even the lowest level energy source stones, can at least provide a 10% speed bonus. Don't underestimate this number. After all, for an empire-level territory. The number of buildings in the territory is tens of thousands. The construction speed and upgrade speed of each building are all increased by 10%. What kind of terrifying improvement will be achieved by stacking them together? And above the low-level energy source stones, there are also intermediate, advanced and top-level energy source stones. Qin Yan heard that the highest rate increase can even reach 80%. And this is only in the construction of buildings, there are many more besides. For example, the energy charging of defensive laser turrets. Energy source stones can also be added for speed bonus. There is also resource decomposition speed, and shield charging speed, and even equipment forging speed. Energy source stones can play a role in all aspects. In the previous life, the Flame Altar was in the hands of a Chinese player named Li. No one knows how he got it. But what everyone knows is that after he mastered the production rights of energy source stones, he directly turned his territory, which was just the most ordinary town level, into a powerful empire ranked in the top 50 inches the world in just a few months. Even the indigenous super empires on the mainland did not hesitate to spend a lot of money to buy energy source stones. If it were not for the restrictions on the production speed of energy source stones, it is not impossible for him to even become the world's #1. But now, the Flame Altar has been obtained by me in advance. Holding the bright golden building drawings in his hands, a warm feeling came over him, making Qin Yan more and more excited. This means that the energy source stone that shocked the world in the previous life will also be completely monopolized by me. Ding dong. Do you want to check the building properties immediately? At this time, a pleasant system sound came. Check it now. Qin Yan nodded immediately without any hesitation. As soon as the voice fell. Suddenly, the red building drawings floated up automatically. Then, the building properties slowly appeared in front of him. Flame Altar level. Legendary level. Basic function. Flame energy. The altar can continuously gather the original flame elements. Basic function. Energy source stone. The original flame elements can be condensed into pure energy source stones. Basic function. Source stone synthesis. Low-level energy source stones will be automatically synthesized to higher levels. Additional function. Energy pouring. When sensing the enemy approaching, the original flame energy gathered in the altar will be poured out, causing devastating damage to surrounding enemies. Extra function triggered by the god-level talent of the chosen son. Construction materials. Gold coins 50,000, silver 5,000, crystals 3,000, gems 3,000, flame element essence 2,000, evil volcanic stone 1,000. Description. Energy source stone contains the purest energy and has a strong affinity. It will not cause any rejection reaction and has a very wide range of applications. Compact power score plus 18,000. It can really produce energy source stone. After checking the building properties, Qin Yan was still shocked. Mainly because the appearance of energy source stone really caused too much waves in the previous life. Including Qin Yan, the treasure that everyone in the world dreams of. As a result, now the flame altar was obtained by Qin Yan. The energy source stone that shocked the world was also monopolized by Qin Yan. This is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing. Clay. At that moment, Qin Yan immediately ordered, "Keep going." It's still the same. Among the construction materials required for the flame altar, Qin Yan now has 2,000 units of flame elemental essence. Other materials have also been fully met. The only thing left is the full volcanic stone. Hall of Valor. Lava crust. Obsidian collector. All of the above buildings also require a sufficient number of full volcanic stones, and Qin Yan is qualified to build them. But after entering the Doomsday Volcano for so long, there is still no clue related to the full volcanic fountain. Master, look. It was the evil volcanic stone. The boiling hot magma turned into ashes in an instant. Roar! Exclamation mark! Boom. Clay felt the danger and dodged immediately. Gurgle, gurgle, dog, ding dong. You have found evil volcano fountain 1. Then she flew towards the magma that the flame elements had just gushed out. At the same time, the pleasant system prompt sound rang in my ears. The dark green lava exuded a strong evil aura. And at this time, Eliza exclaimed again, "There are more under the magma!" Exclamation mark! Master. The black flames fell. Qin Yan's voice fell. Immediately, Clay condensed her dragon breath and blasted towards the spring. Finally found it! Exclamation mark! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained evil volcanic stone 1. Sure enough, almost at the moment Clay left, a ball of dark green lava shot up into the sky and landed where Clay had just been. But just as Qin Yan approached. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained evil volcanic stone 1. The magma was boiling hot, exuding a destructive aura at all times. At this moment, a pleasant system sound came. Stacked together, they continuously exuded rich evil energy. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained evil volcanic stone 1. Master, be careful. It was at least several times stronger than the volcanic monsters encountered before. Rumble. Huh. Then, dark green crystals appeared. Accompanied by the pleasant system sound, dozens of evil volcanic stones appeared in the space of Lord Qin Yan. After listening to the system prompt clearly, Qin Yan subconsciously shouted, "Evil volcano fountain, the place where evil volcanic rocks are produced!" Exclamation mark! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player Qin Yan, you have successfully discovered the entrance to the evil volcanic vein. But at this time, Eliza suddenly exclaimed. Qin Yan looked at the dark green lava that rushed into the air and then fell back again, like a fountain erupting. Could this be? Suddenly, the magma stopped rolling. CS escuchando esta novela en un canal distinto a Mundo Fanfic Novelas, significa lo descarga and y subir en cines fuerzos invitamos cordialmente a visitar nuestro canal. Mundo Fanfic Novelas all encontrar la versión original de esta historia y podrás explorar muchas otras novelas de diversos narradores. Te esperamos para sumergirte en un mundo de novelas incredibles. Chapter 160. Strategies for the Demonic Volcanic Mine. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully discovered the entrance to the full volcano mine. What? There is actually a full volcano mine hidden under the magma. When the voice came, Qin Yan's breathing suddenly became extremely rapid. This is a complete mine. Just now, after Clay destroyed the full volcano fountain, the number of full volcano stones Qin Yan obtained was only about 30. And the building drawings in Qin Yan's Lord space. Hall of Valor, Lava Crust, Obsidian Collector and Flame Altar. The number of full volcano stones required for the construction of each building is all in the thousands. These dozens of pieces are simply not enough to meet the construction needs. But now, Qin Yan actually found the entrance to the full volcano mine directly. Full volcano stone can become a necessary building material for so many buildings. Its importance and preciousness can be imagined. And now the full volcano mine under Qin Yan and others. What amazing value will it have? It is simply inestimable. Go underground and start exploring the veins. At that moment, Qin Yan immediately ordered, try to capture all of this evil volcanic vein in the shortest time. It has been said before. 400 in the previous life, Qin Yan fought for decades, and the most precious resource he found was just a red copper vein, which was only slightly more valuable than the basic resources. And because he entered the game late, Qin Yan only had it for less than 2 months before it was snatched away by other lords. But now, everything has changed. The precious mithril vein in the quiet forest, the titan iron vein in the misty mountains. If this evil volcanic vein is captured, it is equivalent to before others landed on the Empire continent. Qin Yan already hit 3 mines. And they were 3 rare mines worth of fortune. Such an achievement is unmatched. Roar. At Qin Yan's command, Clay immediately roared to the sky. She then spewed out the black dragon breath and rushed into the magma. Clang. The boiling and hot magma surged around her endlessly. But Clay is no longer the little dragon at the beginning. The thick dragon scales covering her body made her feel like she was just soaking in a hot spring. As for Qin Yan, Clay's dark energy condensed on the surface of his body. Isolated all the magma, emitting a hot breath. Elissa was not afraid of magma either. But rich magic could emerge from her body and then condense into a magic shield. Even in the magma, they can still come and go freely. Dragons are indeed the top creatures on the continent. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan couldn't help but sigh in his heart. Just at this moment, a sharp system sound rang in his ears. Warning. You have entered the center of the Doomsday Volcano. Underground lava ? This place is extremely dangerous, please be vigilant at all times. So the center area is under the magma. When the voice came, Qin Yan was overjoyed. Because his original plan was to go directly into the center of the Doomsday Volcano. And in the process of moving forward, search for evil volcanic rocks. But who would have thought the evil volcanic vein that was discovered by accident. It was actually in the center of the Doomsday Volcano. And this means that I just need to keep moving forward into the depths of the magma. Qin Yan looked at the red underground lava area in front of him, and his emotions seemed extremely excited. The progress of the strategy of the evil volcanic vein, as well as the progress of this mission, will be rapidly improved. Of course, Qin Yan will not take it lightly. Because he clearly understands it in his mind. The more precious and rare resources, the more powerful monsters are guarding them around. This is an eternal truth. Not to mention in a dangerous area like the Doomsday Volcano. What's more, what is being planned now is the extremely precious evil volcanic vein. Magic value. 25,000 racial ability. Internal explosion. Drill into the enemy's body and explode instantly, and the highly corrosive blood in the body is directly ejected. Attack power. 570 defense power, 470 racial talent. Magma shell. Living in a magma environment all year round, their shells are completely immune to any attribute damage. Racial ability. Full energy corrosion. Any attack of the lava beetle will inject evil energy into the target. Racial ability. Energy replenishment. Can continuously obtain energy replenishment from the magma around. Although they are Zerg, their bodies are more than 1 meter long and half a meter high. The shells all over their bodies are shining with red light, just like armor made of steel. Zhu's sharp teeth are shining with cold luster. Then, countless red figures appeared in the depths of the magma. At this time, Eliza's slightly hurried voice sounded. There are many little guys waking up in the depths of the magma. Lava beetle. The lava beetles are about to attack your troops. Qin Yan was slightly stunned at first, and then asked directly. How many? Racial ability. Magma jet. Spray magma from the mouthparts to the target. As soon as the voice fell. Warning. Your appearance has alarmed the lava beetle. HP. 1,0,0,0,0. In terms of quantity, it is not to say that they cannot be defeated, but it will be very troublesome. He was full of confidence in Clay. If the enemy is huge and is a monster with strong individual strength, like the flame elements just now, Clay can definitely suppress them now. Eliza shook her head helplessly. The quantity is endless. What if there are no terrifying monsters guarding it around? How is it possible? Suddenly, a sharp system prompt sound came. Master. Description. Living in a magma environment for many years, the lava beetles have long been integrated with the magma. These astonishing numbers of Z will launch a destructive attack on any intruder, and will not stop until they die. They're loyal guardians of the evil energy at the Doomsday Volcano. They are somewhat similar to the abyss demon bugs. Qin Yan looked at the dense lava beetles in front of him, which were like black waves and gushing out from the depths of the magma. A hint of coldness flashed in his eyes. But your end is only death. Clay. At that moment, Qin Yan immediately ordered, "Kill them all." Roar! Exclamation mark! Little guys. Hoarse screams came one after another. It is the so-called lava beetle. Like black waves, they are madly pouring out from the depths of the magma. But if it is some small guys, such as the Z. Almost at the moment when the prompt sound ended. Rank. 12th rank. Level. 430. Squeak. Chapter 161. Capture the lava insect nest. Squeak. The lava beetles are worthy at being the guardians of the Doomsday Volcano. In the magma, their speed is extremely amazing. They have just emerged from the depths of the magma, but in the blink of an eye, they have come to Qin Yan and his group. In addition, the red shells covering their bodies make them almost directly integrated with the magma, and it is impossible to lock their specific positions with the naked eye. It is conceivable what kind of threat they will cause. But Clay's dark domain. Qin Yan has no fear at all. It is the best way to deal with them! Roar. Clay could no longer hold back, and accompanied by the shocking dragon roar, the dark energy in her body surged wildly, and then the dark dragon wings suddenly opened. Boom. 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 In an instant, the dark energy storm spread in all directions like ripples in the water, layer by layer, wrapping all the lava beetles in the magma under its control. For a time, countless lava beetles let out painful wail. Their bodies decayed rapidly in the dark energy storm, and only shrunken corpses were left, falling into the depths of the magma. Squeak. But at this moment, the magma surged again. Then countless lava beetles came again like a tide, and they seemed endless. After killing one wave, there was still a second wave and a third wave. No, we have to find that queen. As we all know, the reproduction ability of the Zeg is extremely rapid. For example, termites. There are often at least millions of termites in a termite nest, and even if you temporarily clear the surface, it won't be long before endless termites appear again. The only way to completely eradicate them is to find that queen ant in the termite nest and kill it. And now Qin Yan's plan is to find the lava beetle nest and kill the queen beetle in it. Otherwise the lava beetles are endless and can never be killed. Casting the dark field for a long time is also a big burden for Clay. And in the next strategy process. You may encounter more powerful monsters. You must not be exhausted by these lava beetles. Master, let me go. Eliza came to Qin Yan and asked for a fight. I can sense the location of the lava beetle nest, not far from the depths of the magma. Well, let's go down together. Eliza was so confident that Qin Yan naturally would not doubt or refuse, and nodded immediately. It's just right to let Clay help you clear the obstacles first. Roar. After the voice fell, Clay immediately maintained the dark area and then dived into the depths of the magma. Soon, under the guidance of Eliza. A huge lava hill appeared in Qin Yan's sight. This hill stood deep in the magma, and the lava beetles in it were clearly visible. It was the lava beetle nest. Squeak. Sensing the enemy's arrival, the lava beetles made unpleasant hisses and then rushed out of the lava hill frantically. Like black waves, endless. Roar. The dark energy storm emitted by Clay instantly blasted them all away. Go, Eliza. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan immediately ordered, bring me victory. As you wish. The word fell. Alice's gorgeous dragon wings suddenly burst out with endless light, and then, under the protection of rich magical energy, she pounced towards the nest at an astonishing speed. Bang! Buzz! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, your subordinates have successfully killed the lava queen. Congratulations on your right to occupy the lava nest. The voice came, and all the lava beetles in front of him immediately let out a sharp wail, and then turned into red energy and dissipated in the magma. The hot magma can continuously replenish their energy. After the queen disappeared. These lava beetles also completely dissipated. But this is a bargain for Eliza. Since it was Eliza who killed the queen, the experience points of these lava beetles also converged into her body. In just a few minutes. Eliza's level increased like a rocket. It jumped directly to level 20. Level improvement. It means that the magic power she possesses has been improved again. Now Eliza's magic power is simply unimaginable. Master. At this time, Eliza also left the lava nest and returned to Qin in front of Yan. He said respectfully and joyfully, The lava nest is built on the evil volcanic vein. The unpleasant screams were endless. Seeing this opportunity, Eliza no longer hesitated, and directly condensed rich magic energy in front of her, and then rushed into the lava nest. Behind her, countless lava beetles that had been blown away opened their hideous mouth parts again and bit Eliza madly. When the two sides met, the energy ball exploded instantly. But at this time, the dense magic energy storm behind Eliza suddenly condensed towards the center quickly, and then formed an extremely huge energy ball, which suddenly blasted on the wall formed by the lava beetles. The magic energy on her body has the function of concealing her breath. Endless lava beetles rushed out of the nest. This allowed Eliza to move forward in the lava hive with almost no hindrance. Boom. The lava beetles in the nest immediately rushed towards her frantically. Then they gathered together and finally formed an extremely solid red wall, blocking Eliza's way. But at this time, the dark domain erupted. Then, Eliza's body suddenly disappeared on the spot. Squeak. Please give me flowers. Magic energy gathered behind Eliza like a storm. Then, like a tsunami, it blasted towards the lava beetle nest. Endless dark energy storms rushed out of Clay's body. Master, wait for me to bring you good news. The lava beetles collapsed instantly. But after a while, the number of lava beetles was reduced by half. Squeak. Squeak. Buzz. Buzz. Then, a pleasant system sound rang in Qin Yan's ears. Naught. Bang. Not long after. When she reappeared, she had already arrived at the end of the illusionary magic ball, which was the entrance to the lava nest. A strong surge of magic was heard from the lava hive. It can even help her disguise herself as a lava beetle. Then the endless magic energy swallowed all the lava beetles in an instant. Boom. 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 In an instant, all the lava beetles were wrapped in it, and the latter's body began to decay at a speed visible to the naked eye. Chapter 162. Architectural blueprints, one after another. That's right, just as Eliza said. The moment the lava queen was killed. The lava nest, which was like a hill, also began to collapse immediately. And at the base of the nest. Layers of dark green mineral deposits were exposed. These minerals exude strong evil energy all the time. It was the evil volcanic vein. And Qin Yan also noticed. Above the evil volcanic vein, there was a blueprint floating in the magma. The blueprint shone with brilliant golden light, which was extremely eye-catching in the magma. Master, this is your trophy. Without Qin Yan's order, Eliza immediately went forward to take it back. Just when the blueprint was in hand, a pleasant system sound rang. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully obtained the complete building blueprint, Lava Nest 1. Lava Nest level 753 legendary level. Basic function, Lava Beetle. Produce lava beetles for you at a terrifying speed. Basic function, Energy Siphon. Lava beetles can continuously draw energy from magma. Basic function, Volcanic veins. The physical characteristics of lava beetles can mine any veins in the volcanic environment for you. Additional function, Giant jaw enhancement. Greatly improve the mining speed of lava beetles, the efficiency is terrifying. Additional function triggered by the god-level talent of the chosen son, construction materials. Gold coins 50,000, or 25,000, silver 10,000, evil volcanic stone 2,000. Description. Lava beetle nests can produce a large number of lava beetles for you, and they can easily mine any veins in the volcanic environment. Compact power score plus 8,000. It's really easy to get it. After checking the building properties, Qin Yan was in a good mood. Just now he was still worried about how to mine. After all, this is a volcanic area, and it is deep in the magma. In addition, the years of corrosion of evil energy. Even the elves with strong vitality find it difficult to survive here for a long time. Mining the ore veins would be difficult to carry out. But it is different now. The appearance of the lava hive building blueprint completely solved this problem. I only need to gather 2,000 units of full volcanic stones, build the lava hive, and then produce a large number of lava hives. After turning off the building properties, Qin Yan immediately came to the top of the ore vein. The entire full volcanic ore vein will completely belong to me. And by the time. Hall of Valor, Lava Crust, Obsidian Collector and Flame Altar can be built without limit. Thinking of this, Qin Yan immediately started mining. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained full volcanic stone 24 exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained full volcanic stone 47 exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have obtained full volcanic stone 39. Accompanied by the pleasant system sound that sounded one after another. In the Lord Qin Yan's space. The number of full volcanic stones began to increase rapidly. Soon, the pleasant system sound sounded in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have the qualifications to build lava 1 square bracket exclamation mark. Excuse me, do you want to build it immediately? Is there any need to ask this? Kinyan has worked so hard for so long, and the purpose is for this. Build it now. With almost no hesitation, Kinyan spoke immediately. The voice fell. Suddenly, the mysterious system power swept the whole place. The lava nest that was previously destroyed by the rich magic energy was immediately repaired. The evil volcanic stone was built as the foundation. Sulfur and volcanic rocks quickly condensed and reshaped. Not long after, a lava nest with a height of at least 30 meters and an extremely large area stood again in the magma. It was like a hideous prehistoric monster. Ding dong. The lava nest has been built. It was almost at the moment when the pleasant system sounded. Squeaky. Countless strong and powerful lava beetles, covered with red hard shells, and reinforced giant jaws flashing with cold luster, rushed out of the rebuilt lava nest frantically, and then rushed into the evil volcanic vein deep in the magma. Then, the pleasant system sound rang in my ears one after another. Ding dong. Congratulations on obtaining evil volcanic stone 278 exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations on obtaining evil volcanic stone 347 exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations on obtaining evil volcanic stone 305. The sound came, and the number of evil volcanic stones in Lord Kinyan's space suddenly began to surge at a speed visible to the naked eye. 1,500, 5,000, 10,000. In just a few minutes, the number of evil volcanic stones soared to more than 10,000. The lava beetle is worthy at being the pioneer of the volcanic zone. Such a speed can only be described as terrifying. And it is worth mentioning. Although the mining speed is so fast. But the evil volcanic vein under his feet has no signs of reduction. What does this mean? It means that the total ore reserves at the evil volcanic vein captured by Kinyan are extremely amazing. There is no need to worry about the problem of insufficient number of evil volcanic stones. And on the basis of such a huge number, the buildings that Kinyan controls can all be built in unlimited quantities. Especially the flame altar that can provide energy source stones. It is necessary to build hundreds? No, it should be tens of thousands. Then, after the energy source stone is built, the speed of building will also be greatly improved. Kinyan looked at the evil volcanic stone in the Lord's space, which easily broke through the 50,000 mark, and his eyes were full of joy. The two complement each other and promote each other. The overall development speed of Valana will achieve a qualitative leap. Just at this time, the pleasant system sound rang in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have the qualification to build Hall of Valor square bracket exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have the qualification to build Lava Shell square bracket exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations to the 4.3 player, you have the qualification to build Obsidian Collector square bracket exclamation mark. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have the qualification to build Flame Altar square bracket exclamation mark. Excuse me, do you want to build it immediately? Although sulfur, crystals and gems are also very precious and rare resources, after Kinyan captured the Hellfire Peninsula and subdued the dwarves, the reserves of these construction materials were very abundant. So now, after detecting that Kinyan had a sufficient amount of evil volcanic rocks, accompanied by a pleasant system prompt sound, several architectural drawings in the Lord's space suddenly flashed with brilliant golden light. Build now. Seeing this scene, Kinyan nodded immediately without any hesitation. Rumble. As soon as the voice fell, the earthquake shook the geology. Huge buildings rose up one after another in front of them. Chapter 163. The function of architecture is extremely powerful. Boom. Just at the moment when Kinyan nodded, the volcanic ground under his feet suddenly trembled wildly. Then, huge buildings rose from the magma. Yes, Kinyan built these buildings in the magma. First of all, when the player is upgraded to an intermediate lord. In the building interface, there is an additional system construction method for players to choose. Building by system power does not require the participation of migrant workers. You only need to consume the corresponding building materials, and the system can help you build directly. But this construction method requires a lot of gold coins. Each building costs at least thousands of gold coins. So often only in very harsh environments, when it is difficult to ensure the safety of migrant workers, will players choose this method. But for Kinyan today, gold coins are not a problem to worry about at all. Build these buildings in the magma environment. Even if you don't send troops here to guard, you don't have to worry about other people arriving here and destroying my buildings. 29. This is what Kinyan considered. Possessing resources that are thousands of times more than ordinary people. At the same time, he controls a huge army with top strength. Qin Yan's actions do not need to be bound by rules. As long as conditions permit, there is no need to be stingy. What's more, the functions of the buildings built by Qin Yan are extremely powerful. Hall of Valor can store the heroic souls of warriors to prevent them from being summoned by necromancers. The lava shell can provide shields for all buildings, and at the same time cause fire backlash damage to the enemy. The obsidian collector can continuously collect obsidian and decompose it into precious forging materials, and then provide equipment design drawings. There is no need to explain too much about the flame altar. The preciousness of the energy source stone is enough to explain everything. Several buildings with such powerful functions and such important effects. Qin Yan looked at the buildings standing in the magma, like prehistoric monsters, and his expression was extremely satisfied. I will spend more gold coins to enhance their protection. To be honest, it's totally worth it. Just at this time, pleasant system sounds came one after another. Ding dong. Hall of Valor has been successfully built! Ding dong. Lava shell has been successfully built! Ding dong. Obsidian collector has been successfully built! Ding dong. Flame altar has been successfully built. The sound ran out, and the building function immediately began to show up. The first thing to show up was naturally the lava shell. The moment the system sounded, the surface of the building was quickly covered with a layer of red solid lava. There was already isolation from the magma environment. Now there is a solid lava shell to protect it. The defense capabilities of these buildings are extremely solid. Woo woo. And in the building function interface, two progress bars also appear. One is the resource reserve, and the other is the equipment blueprint research. As the name suggests, resource reserves refer to the amount of obsidian. Qin Yan's focus is mainly on the research progress of equipment blueprints. Obsidian battle axe current research progress 0.93%. Obsidian shoulder armor current research progress 0.93%. Obsidian combat boots current research progress 0.93%. It has only been a few minutes since the completion of the construction of the obsidian collector. The research progress of the obsidian series of equipment, including weapons such as battle axes, swords and spears, as well as armor such as shoulder armor, belts and leg armor, has almost reached 1%. This speed is already very fast. And as mentioned before, it is the supreme treasure that can subvert the new era. Judging from the role of the energy source stone, all fields can provide amplification. But after reading the attribute panel, Qin Yan was in a good mood immediately. There is such a saying circulating on the continent of the Empire era. The energy source stone is not to control the new era at all. In addition, there are mineral mining, various magic development and blueprint research, as well as various alchemy technologies and racial technology, all require endless energy to support. Just at this time, even if you dig deeper, as a result, now especially the orange quality obsidian shield. A palm-sized, pure energy inside is clearly visible, and a red crystal with a strong breath at all times emerges in the center of the flame altar. This is undoubtedly a very cool thing. Because of this effect, charging speed plus 10% with the turret charging is always needed, right? It is simply unimaginable. A night group of 10,000 people equipped with orange shields and wearing purple suits will show what kind of amazing dominance on the battlefield. The source stone with such a powerful effect is in Qin Yan's hands. Although the introduction of the energy source stone system is very brief, don't doubt the preciousness of the energy stone because of this. The direction came from the flame altar. Suddenly, a strong energy surged in the magma. Those who master the energy source stone are equivalent to mastering the new era. The obsidian set, according to the official information, is a purple quality equipment. Although it is not as good as the Abyss set on Qin Yan, the overall attribute bonus is definitely very powerful. Qin Yan naturally pays more attention to things that can improve the overall strength of his army. Especially the orange equipment obsidian shield at the end of the research progress. Although the research progress is relatively slow, it is only less than 0.3% now. But it is orange equipment after all. The defensive ability it provides is top-notch. It is also known as the exclusive equipment of the paladin profession. This research speed is also reasonable. The amount of obsidian in the Doomsday Volcano Zone is definitely not small, and the dwarves are the best choice for forges. Because the application range of the energy source stone is really too wide. Closing the equipment blueprint research interface, Qin Yan was full of expectations. So as long as the equipment blueprint is studied, the overall strength of the Valana army will achieve a qualitative leap. Small energy source stone description. Source stones containing pure energy can accelerate energy charging and have an extremely wide range of applications. Let us not talk about building. It is indeed an energy source stone. And the energy source stone is like a panacea. And the space portal also consumes magic energy, right? To be honest, this sentence is not exaggerated at all. Soon, under Qin Yan's gaze. Chapter 164. Territory level, upgraded again. As for the Hall of Heroes, no soldiers have died yet. Qin Yan will try to minimize the casualties of soldiers in the future. Of course, the construction of the Hall of Heroes is still very necessary. Especially for Qin Yan, who has fought with undead creatures in the Crystal Song Forest and knows the disgusting degree of undead magic. He clearly understands the importance of the Hall of Heroes. I have only encountered a small-scale undead army. Apart from the Crystal Song Forest, I have not encountered undead creatures in other places. Qin Yan put his mind back and thought. But as the overall area of the territory continues to expand outward, it is destined to face the undead army head-on in the future. And by the time the powerful functions of the Hall of Valhalla will be fully demonstrated. By the way, speaking of territory expansion, it has been a long time since Qin Yan led Clay and others to went to the Doomsday Volcano area to launch a strategy. The large areas along the way have been included in the territory of Valhalla. There is also this evil volcano vein deep in the magma. And these buildings just built. They are all things that can increase the area of the territory rate. As for the population of the territory, the larva beetles that swarmed out of the insect nest can also be regarded as the population of the territory. Although it cannot be calculated in a one-one manner. But the increase provided to the population of the territory is definitely not to be ignored. Perhaps during the period of attacking the Doomsday Volcano, it is not far from meeting the standards for territory upgrades. Thinking of this, Qin Yan immediately opened the log interface and checked it carefully. Territory upgrade. Territory name. Valhalla. Current level. Primary town. Next level. Intermediate town. Territory area. 0.895000 square kilometers. Already satisfied. Territory resources. Satisfied. Territory buildings. Satisfied. Territory population. 1614821800000. Soon to be satisfied. The territory area has actually reached the standard. After checking the territory upgrade interface, Qin Yan was slightly surprised because he still remembered before coming to the Doomsday Volcano, the territory area seemed to be less than 30,000 square kilometers. As a result, now, it's only been a few hours. The territory area has doubled. It has directly reached the territory upgrade standard. To be honest, this is something he didn't expect. But after thinking about it, Qin Yan was relieved. After all, Valhalla is now at the level of a town. All the buildings he built are legendary. Legendary buildings are extremely magnificent. Whether in terms of height or area, they are far from being comparable to ordinary buildings. In the Empire era, after a building is built, the building itself, including part of the surrounding area, will be included in the player's territory. For example, the magma in front of us now. After the Hall of Valhalla, the Obsidian Collector, the Lava Hive, and the Flame Altar were all built in the magma. Almost the entire magma area has been included in the territory of Valhalla. And when Qin Yan was checking the territory, the buildings in the magma were still being built. It can be seen from this. It is reasonable that the area of Valhalla's territory has increased so rapidly. As for that total population of the territory, it shouldn't take long to meet the territory upgrade standards. The same thing. The larger the population base, the faster the growth rate. Similarly, before setting off to the Doomsday Volcano, the total population of the territory seemed to have just exceeded the million mark. But a few hours later, the population also doubled directly. At this rate, it won't take long to meet the requirements for territory upgrade. Of course, whether it is the territory area or the total population of the territory, it can show such a terrifying growth rate, not only the result of Qin Yan's attack on Mount Doom and the Elf Army. During the time when Qin Yan led Clay and Eliza to attack Mount Doom, the Elf Army also expanded to the Crystal Song Forest and surrounding areas under the leadership of Trisna. In addition, he has rebuilt the Dwarf tribe in the Misty Mountains. After the reconstruction of the mountain fortress, Magni will lead the Dwarf Army to attack the entire Misty Mountains according to Qin Yan's requirements. With the overall strength of the Dwarf Army, the attack speed of the Misty Mountains is also very impressive. All of the above can provide strong support for the increase in territory area and population. Thinking of this, the surprise in Yan's heart instantly dissipated. Instead, there was endless joy. And at this moment, a pleasant system ding-dong Congratulations to the player, you have successfully qualified for the territory upgrade ! Do you want to upgrade the territory immediately? Upgrade immediately. When the voice came, Qin Yan nodded without any hesitation. Crack, 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 crack. Just at the moment when Qin Yan nodded, the earth trembled, and the wind and clouds changed color. All the buildings in the magma began to collapse directly. But the next moment, the invisible system power swept over. The collapsed buildings suddenly recondensed at an astonishing speed. The reshaped buildings were taller and more majestic. The lava shell that originally covered the surface even showed dark gold and secret patterns, which looked extremely solid. The overall attributes of the building rose to another level. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, your territory has been successfully upgraded to a mid-level town. Great. So happy. When the voice came, Qin Yan was immediately very comfortable. As everyone knows, the higher the current level of the territory, the slower the level upgrade speed. After all, the upgrade standards for each level are increasing significantly. The king often needs a long time to settle before it can meet the upgrade needs little by little. Especially at the town level. It is a recognized watershed in the Empire era. The conditions and requirements for territory upgrades before and after are doubled in leaps and bounds. It is normal to spend a few months to stockpile various resources and build buildings. But the result now. Although Valina has been upgraded to the town level. But the speed of territory upgrades has not slowed down at all. It is still as fast as the tribes and villages at the beginning. Even compared with the original, there is a certain improvement. This is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing for Qin Yan, who focuses on territory expansion. If the territory can keep this upgrade speed. Closing the Lord interface, Qin Yan's eyes are full of expectations. Then Valina will be upgraded to the Empire level. It is just around the corner. Chapter 165. The Demon Lord's Temple, guarded by Dragon Men. Territory upgrade. Territory name. Valina. Current level. Intermediate town. Next level. Advanced town. Territory area. 0.71120000 square kilometers, not yet satisfied. Territory resources. Satisfied. Territory buildings. Satisfied. Territory population. 1941000500000. Not yet satisfied. It has to be said. In the Empire era, the conditions for territory upgrades are very strict. Especially after reaching the watershed of town level. The population and area requirements for territory upgrades are both increasing in multiples. Especially in terms of population. From intermediate towns to advanced towns, the population demand directly soars to 5 million, a number that can only be described as terrifying. In the past, anyone who could upgrade a territory to the town level could be called a local overlord. After closing the Lord interface, Qin Yan's eyes sparkled. What kind of amazing scale will an Empire-level territory have? It's hard to imagine. Just then, a pleasant system sound suddenly came. 190 ding dong. Congratulations to the player, the progress of the Supreme Ring mission you accepted has been improved. The sound ran out, and then the mission interface automatically appeared in front of him. Supreme Ring mission progress. 45% mission difficulty. SSS level epic main mission. Mission reward. Control of the Supreme Ring, the Supreme Artifact. Mission content. Clear out the evil creatures in the Doomsday Volcano area, and destroy the Demon Lord Temple in the center of the volcano so that the evil in the Doomsday Volcano area can be completely dissipated. Mission introduction. In a shocking war in ancient times, the Supreme Ring, which was forged in the Doomsday Volcano, was eventually destroyed here, but the Supreme Ring will never be destroyed. After billions of years, the evil forces are ready to move again. Mission tips. The Dark Lord Sauron has perished. Although his soul is still imprisoned in the Supreme Ring he forged, the player can completely eliminate it after completing the mission. Mission conditions. The first player to enter the Doomsday Volcano area is eligible to trigger this mission. Has the progress reached 45%? Qin Yan closed the mission interface, and a trace of joy flashed in his eyes. 45%, which means that the mission is almost halfway completed. It took about 2 hours for Qin Yan to enter the Doomsday Volcano area. That doesn't mean I only need to spend about 2 more hours. Qin Yan looked at the huge building complex standing in the magma, and a satisfied smile appeared on his face. The mission can be completely completed and then truly have control of the Supreme Ring. Supreme Ring. Like the Pluto Ring, it is also a Supreme Artifact Ring. When I was in the Hellfire Peninsula before, facing the legendary boss Abyss Lord, the Pluto Ring actually swallowed it directly. This power is terrifying. And now. What amazing power will the Supreme Ring possess? Let's go and continue to go deep into the center of the Doomsday Volcano. Thinking of this, Qin Yan immediately ordered, "Before 8 o'clock tonight, this task must be completed!" As you wish. After the voice fell, Clay flapped her wings and moved rapidly along the volcanic vein. The main mission target this time is the Demon Lord Temple. Destroying the Demon Lord Temple in the center of the Doomsday Volcano is equivalent to destroying the source of evil power. Then we can clear out the evil monsters in the Doomsday Volcano. It seemed very easy. Thinking of this, Qin Yan immediately ordered Clay to speed up and continue to go deep into the central area of the Doomsday Volcano. At the same time, not far in front of the evil energy volcano vein, there is a large valley. If Qin Yan was here, he would be very surprised. Because of the end of the valley, there is an extremely magnificent palace, which is made of unknown black materials. The height is at least more than 50 meters and the area is as large as thousands of square meters. It looks extremely tall and majestic, but it exudes a terrifying evil atmosphere. It is the target of this mission, the Demon Lord Temple. And in the hall, countless evil swordsmen gather. They are wearing black heavy armor, and their eyes are emitting dim light. Dragon Swordsman rank. Elite level 13 race. Evil Dragon Man. Level 430. When it reached the sky, the red dragon raised its head high. This huge red dragon seemed to sense something, and I opened my eyes suddenly. Any creature that dares to approach will be torn apart by them in an instant. A terrifying monster that is immune to all magic. Roar! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Woo! Woo! Description: these dragon hybrids have powerful dragon power, but after being corrupted by evil forces, they have now become loyal guards of the Demon Lord Temple. Racial talent: dragon power. The dragon blood flowing in the body gives it amazing power. In the darkness, there is a huge monster at least 80 meters tall. Even in the depths of the Demon Lord Temple. All the dragon swordsmen in the hall rushed towards the entrance of the valley like a tide. No matter who it is, after seeing its powerful claws and sharp teeth, as well as its powerful giant flesh wings and the thick red scales covering its body, they will react instantly. But at this moment. Racial ability: cleave. Slam the earth and send out a destructive shockwave. These dragon swordsmen wander in the Demon Lord Temple. Attack power: 851,000. The dragon swordsmen in the Demon Lord Temple also became agitated and wrought. The entire Doomsday Volcano is shaking because of it. Defense power: 750. The top creature on the continent of the Empire era. Then, accompanied by the low raw. Health value: 450,000. Racial ability: tear. Sweep the weapon to make all enemies around it bleed. The terrifying dragon power was radiated without any concealment. Boom. Racial ability: bloodthirsty killing. The damage caused to the enemy will restore its own health in the form of a percentage. Then, the red dragon flapped its wings and soared directly into the sky. Red dragon. A 14th level dragon. The fiery dragon breath containing evil energy spewed out of its mouth. Magic value: 100,000. The next moment, a terrifying dragon roar erupted from its mouth. Racial ability: blood explosion. Forcibly improve the purity of the dragon blood in the body, so that all attributes of the body are greatly improved, but this state has a time limit. A pair of ferocious dragon eyes stared at the entrance of the valley. Chapter 166. Brand new building, Dragon Blood Pond. Giant dragon? Qin Yan listened to the shocking dragon roar and couldn't help but frown slightly. Sure enough, I still have to meet the dragon. As early as the beginning, when he looked at the introduction of the Doomsday Volcano map, he had already guessed in his heart that the real guardian of the Demon Lord Temple in the central area of the Doomsday Volcano might be a real dragon. After all, in the map introduction, has been clearly mentioned. Even the noble dragon clan was imprisoned by the dark demon named Sauron and became the spreader of evil power. And the shocking dragon roar just now. It completely verified Qin Yan's guess. At the same time, he couldn't help but frown. After all, it was a real dragon. And it was a terrifying creature that was corroded by evil power for many years, not only with dragon blood, but also mastered evil power. Facing such a strong enemy, how could Qin Yan not frown? Master, please rest assured. But at this time, Clay's firm voice sounded in his ears. Clay will kill all enemies view! Roar. The voice fell. The earth-shaking dragon roar sounded again. But this time, it was Clay. At this moment, along with the earth-shaking dragon roar, the terrifying dragon power contained in Clay's body, without any disguise, all rushed out. Where it passed, birds and beasts were silent. At the same time, the terrifying magic energy also burst out from Eliza's body. No matter who it is, the moment they sense this infinite magic energy, they will think of the magic forbidden spell that destroys the world. The fact is the same. Now any magic released by Eliza can be called a battlefield killer. Very good. Qin Yan looked at the two dragon girls who were full of fighting spirit beside him, and his worries suddenly disappeared, and then he suddenly raised his arm. Keep moving forward! Roar. Qin Yan's arm fell. Clay immediately moved forward rapidly. Soon, as the magma gradually dissipated, a red plane appeared in sight. Ding dong! You have arrived at the center of the Doomsday Volcano. Burning plane? This place is extremely dangerous. Players, please stay alert at all times. The name of the map is very appropriate. The huge plain ground is full of cracks, and hot lava gushes out from the cracks. The entire burning plain is full of death and destruction. Such a harsh environment is a paradise for some creatures. Roar. Accompanied by a low roar. A series of huge red figures appeared in the sky. Flame-flying dragons. They are red all over, with fangs and sharp teeth, and look extremely ferocious. However, they do not have a pair of front claws like a dragon, but only 2 feet and a pair of wings like bats. The hideous dark patterns that seem to be the claw marks of demons are all over their bodies. If the tail is counted, their body length is at least more than 20 meters. However, Qin Yan clearly understood in his heart. These fire dragons can only be regarded as sub-dragons. Although they do have dragon blood flowing in their bodies, they are not comparable to real dragons. Master. Eliza looked at Qin Yan, who nodded, and Eliza immediately showed a happy smile, and then the elf dragon wings flapped violently, and suddenly rich magic energy surged out. For the fire dragons with a certain dragon bloodline, magic with control effect is almost useless to them. So Eliza chose the simplest way. That is to use endless magic power to smash them into pieces. Crescent mark. Eliza's voice fell. Instantly, countless fairy dusts flashing with bright light rushed out of her body, and then turned into a gorgeous stream of light, entangled all the fire dragons in the sky. Buzz! 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 For a moment, a terrifying magic aura burst out. Eliza's magic power is extremely terrifying, and any magic she casts can be called a forbidden spell level, especially for this kind of dragon that is originally suppressed by the innate bloodline. It is completely suppressed innately. Puff, 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 puff. The fairy dust fell on the flame dragons, and red blood splashed out. The blood of the dragons was highly toxic. The blood fell in the air, and whether it was solid lava or dry earth, it all slowly began to melt in the poison. This shows how terrifying the dragon blood is. But Eliza's magic power is even more terrifying. The solid scales on the surface of the flame dragon seemed to be non-existent in front of Eliza, and the fairy dust that looked extremely gorgeous easily penetrated their bodies in an instant. The magic power condensed in the bodies of the flame dragons, and then it exploded directly. Bang! 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 Instantly, dense red blood rain fell from the sky. Under the destruction of magic power. The flame dragons, no bones left. At the same time, pleasant system sounds rang in my ears one after another. Ding dong! Congratulations to the player, your fairy dragon has successfully killed Flame Dragon 1! Your fairy dragon has gained 1,500 experience points. There are about 600 flame dragons appearing in the sky. After killing them all, Eliza gained another 1,000,000 experience points. Note, the experience slot that was just emptied by upgrading suddenly soared to nearly full value. This level increase speed is terrifying. Master. At this time, Eliza returned to Qin Yan. I have killed all the flame dragons! In addition, I also brought back a building blueprint. After a pause, Eliza slowly raised her palm. Under the influence of what they heard and saw, Clay and Eliza also understood that their master Qin Yan only needed to have the architectural drawings and master the building materials to build the corresponding buildings. And at this moment, lying quietly in Eliza's palm was a building drawing that was shining with brilliant golden light. The drawing itself was red, which was somewhat similar to the skin color of the flame dragon. Thank you for your hard work. After taking the drawing, a warm feeling came. Then, a pleasant system sound rang. Ding dong! Congratulations, player, you have successfully obtained the complete architectural drawing, Dragon Blood Pool 1. Dragon Blood Pool? Qin Yan was slightly stunned when the voice came. He didn't expect that the drawing in his hand seemed to be related to the Dragon Clan. After all, in the previous life, countless players squeezed their scalps to find the whereabouts of the dragon, eager to master the history of the dragon. The result? Not to mention the real dragon, even the magic beasts with names related to dragons are rarely found. As for the architectural drawings related to the Dragon Clan, that is something that ordinary people cannot even imagine. CSS Kushanda Western Novela on Canal Distinta Mundo Fanfic Novelas, Significat lo Descarga and y Subiran Sinisfuerzos Invitamos Cordialmente Visitar Nuestro Canal. Mundo Fanfic Novelas all encontras la versión original de esta historia y podrás explorar muchas otras novelas de diversos narradores. Te esperamos para sumergirte en un mundo de novelas increíbles. Chapter 167 Deadpool. Toxin Purification. Dragon Blood Pool Level. Legendary. Basic Function. Dragon Blood Baptism. After receiving the Dragon Blood Baptism, the soldier's comprehensive attributes will be greatly improved. Basic Function. Dragon Blood Essence. The Dragon Blood Essence contains more energy than ordinary Dragon Blood. Basic Function. Blood Fusion. During the process of the soldiers receiving the Dragon Blood Baptism, there is a high probability that they will awaken the Dragon Blood. Additional Function. Toxin Purification. The toxins contained in the Dragon Blood have been completely purified without any side effects. Extra function triggered by the chosen God level endowment. Construction materials. Gold coins 50,000, or 25,000, silver 10,000, Dragon Blood flower 2,000, Dragon Blood essence 500. Description. The Dragon Blood pool is where the dragons used to temper their bodies, but it contains deadly poisons for other creatures. However, under the influence of the Lord of Valinor, King Yan, the toxins in the Dragon Blood pool have been completely removed. Combat power score plus 18,000. There are no side effects. After checking the building properties, King Yan couldn't help but look very excited. In the official information given in the previous life, it was recorded that the function of Dragon Blood can indeed be used to temper the body. Although the process is very painful, the gains after tempering are definitely beyond imagination except the gifts of the dragons. With standard baptism of Dragon Blood, you'll gain unspeakable power. This is the relevant record of the system in his memory. Master. But at this time, Clay seemed to sense something and asked. The drawing in your hand seems to be full of familiar breath. This is the Dragon Blood pool, where the dragons temper their bodies. With a slight smile, King Yan explained to her. So you have a familiar feeling. I see. Clay suddenly realized, but then she suddenly frowned. Master, are you going to guide us to accept the baptism of dragons? Yes, that's right. King Yan did not deny. Dragon Blood can greatly improve the soldier's physique, and there is even a chance that they can awaken the Dragon Blood! But the blood of the Dragon Clan contains a deadly poison. Clay was a little anxious. Other species of creatures can indeed gain all-round enhancements after enduring the baptism of Dragon Blood, but the toxins in the Dragon Blood will remain in their bodies forever. And these toxins can never be eliminated. Clay. Weak toxins may not cause abnormalities, but when the toxins condense to a certain extent, these dragon hybrids will completely lose their minds and become combat puppets that our dragons can manipulate at will! Master, what Lady Clay said is right. At this time, Eliza on the side also stepped forward to add. This kind of guy with rich Dragon Blood but unable to control his own mind is called Deadpool in our Dragon Clan. Deadpool? That's right. When the Dragon Blood toxins in the Dragon hybrids exceed the critical blood limit, they will completely lose consciousness and become dead things loyal to our Dragon Clan. The only one who had the qualification to occupy the lair was King Yan. Sure enough, in a hill formed by lava, looking at a red nest. It's worthy of you, Lord King Yan! Wait. But then, he suddenly thought of something. Clay, what you said just now is that when the Dragon Blood toxins in the bodies of hybrids condense to a certain extent, they will lose their minds and become Deadpools, right? Yes, Master, you're right. Dragon Blood is highly toxic to creatures of other races. The two dragon girls nodded at the same time. What if the toxins in the Dragon Blood are purified? King Yan finished speaking, Clay and Eliza were both speechless. If the toxins are purified, after a long while, Clay stammered. Then there should be no side effects. Eliza also pursed her lips and looked at Clay. It seems that even our dragon race can't do this, right? Just at the moment when Eliza finished speaking, she and Clay suddenly froze in place, and then focused their eyes on King Yan. Could it be? Lord King Yan can do it. I don't know. The huge lair of the fire dragon was automatically included in the territory of Valinor. So, without any hesitation, King Yan nodded immediately. And now. After a long time, Eliza cheered. Turn off the building attribute. King Yan smiled slightly and said. The construction materials of the Dragon Blood pool require a lot of Dragon Essence blood. There was only one lonely lair left, waiting for the players to occupy it. Seeing the reactions of the two dragon girls, King Yan became more certain of his guess. But since the system has clearly marked that there are no side effects, I think the situation you mentioned should not happen again. That's right. A mysterious force swept across. Is that what you mean? Eliza continued to Qin explained. Although we Drakons will treat them as subordinates and even specially build an elite group of dead clerks, we never regard them as fellow travelers. Ding dong. Found a knownless flame dragon nest. Do you want to occupy it immediately? Yeah, I understand. When the two dragon girls saw the additional functions, they were so surprised that they couldn't speak. When the voice came, Qin was stunned for a moment, and then looked down. However, all the fire dragons in the lair had been killed by Eliza. Buzz. Buzz. Just when Qin nodded. Clay nodded immediately. Except for you, no one can resist this temptation! Okay, let's hurry up and complete the task first. At this point, Qin completely understood what they meant. The dragon blood pool is like a double-edged sword. Soaking in it can indeed enhance physical fitness and even awaken the dragon bloodliner, but the price is a little bit of depravity, and eventually completely degenerate into unconscious combat puppets. After listening to the whole thing, Qin finally reacted. Although their attributes in all aspects will be greatly improved, over time, they will eventually become dead clerks without mind and only have fighting instincts. It was the lair of the fire dragon. Yeah! Occupy it immediately. The building attribute of the dragon blood pool was automatically displayed immediately. Eliza also nodded repeatedly. You mean, if I let Asuna, Emily and others undergo the baptism of dragon blood? After that, Qin chose the common building attribute. Clay looked at Qin with more and more enthusiasm. Just at this time, the pleasant system sound suddenly sounded. 5.7. Chapter 168. Indescribable changes. Ding dong. Congratulations, you have successfully occupied the flame dragon's nest. A pleasant system sound rang out. This flame dragon's nest has become Qin property. The territory of Valina has been greatly improved. And in addition to this, in Qin Lord interface. The flame dragon's nest also automatically showed the production interface. After all, Eliza only killed the flame dragons and did not cause any damage to the dragon's nest. So after Qin occupied it, there is no need to wait for the system to be repaired, and production can be started immediately. Then, a pleasant system sound rang out. Ding dong. Do you want to produce flame dragons immediately? Produce. Although flame dragons are sub-dragons, not real dragons, they are also 12th level soldiers, and their individual strength is not weak. And they are also mount-type soldiers. In other words, flame dragons can be ridden by soldiers. This also means if Qin can produce a large number of flame dragons, then he will be able to control a large number of dragon knights. And it would be best if the demon army led by Brian could ride them. Thinking of this, Qin's heart was suddenly filled with expectations. With the demon army's ability to control the hellfire, it is perfect to match it with the flame dragon. However, the production speed of high-level troops is a bit slow. From the time Qin ordered the production to now, the production progress has only increased by 0.5%, not even 1% according to this production speed. If you want to equip all the thousands of demon armies with flame dragon mounts, it will take a long time. Of course, this is also a very normal thing. After all, it is a high-level 12th level troop. If it can be produced all at once, wouldn't the combat power of all parties on the continent be in chaos? But at this moment, suddenly, a pleasant system sound rang in my ears. Ding dong. Do you want to use energy source stone? What? This can be accelerated by energy source stones. The sound rang. Qin was slightly stunned. He knew that the application range of energy source stones was very wide, and many aspects could be accelerated by consuming them, but he did not expect that even the production of troops could be accelerated. This made Qin overjoyed. Use it immediately. Then, almost without any hesitation, Qin nodded immediately. Buzz. 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 At the moment Qin nodded, energy source stones automatically floated out of Qin's lord space, and then gathered towards the flame dragon nest below. The next moment, the source stone shattered. The red pure energy contained in it quickly spread out. In an instant, it filled every corner of the entire nest. And Qin could also feel it immediately. An indescribable change was happening in the nest. Then, pleasant system sounds rang out one after another. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully produced Flame Dragon 1! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully produced Flame Dragon 1! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully produced Flame Dragon 1! Roar. 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 accompanied by pleasant system sounds that rang out one after another. One after another, the red-colored flame dragons, as if they were always burning with flames, roared and flew out of the nest. What the hell? Seeing this scene, even Qin Yan couldn't help but widen his eyes. Isn't the speed increased to abnormal? After such a long time, the production progress of the flame dragon has not been completed by 1%, but now it has only been a few minutes. One after another, strong and powerful flame dragons rushed out of the nest. There are at least 100 of them. It's so cool. The energy source stone is indeed a treasure that has shocked the continent. After a long while, Qin Yan's heart gradually calmed down. After a period of time. A lot of energy source stones have been condensed in that flame altar. If it was in the previous life, Qin Yan would have stored these energy source stones and kept them for the critical moment after struggling on the edge of life and death for countless years. But it is different now. In this life, Qin Yan logged into Age of Empires ahead of schedule. And in just a few days, he built the territory to the level of a town. At the same time, the comprehensive foundation of the territory is not inferior to that of some empires. The only thing he needs now is to keep expanding. Keep expanding the territory. With the 3 areas of quiet forest, misty mountains and dark swamp as the center, conquer everything in the surrounding areas. Monopolize all the precious treasures in them. Territory area. Thereby, the above-mentioned territories can achieve the greatest degree of comprehensive improvement in all aspects of strength evaluation standards within a limited time. In the nest of the flame dragon below, red light suddenly burst out. Amazing, it is more than enough to build the dragon blood pool. Then, Qin Yan looked towards the end of the burning plain. Then we can create a dragon blood pool. It was the dragon blood flower needed to build the dragon blood pool. It will be the best mount for Brian's demon army to ride. Buzz. 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 The fire dragons below also spewed out blazing flames. There is also a dragon blood pool that can temper the body. Qin Yan signed a contract with Clay and was awarded the title of Dragon God. Next, we just need to collect enough dragon blood essence. Clay soared in the sky, her dark wings bursting out endless dark storms, and fierce dragon power surged out. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully obtained Dragon Blood Flower 124. In the Lord Qin Yan's space, the number of Dragon Blood Flowers suddenly increased. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully obtained Dragon Blood Flower 162! By the way, speaking of the Dragon Blood Pool. When the number of fire dragon troops is sufficient. Very good. So there is also a certain amount of dragon blood flowing in his body. Territory resources. Territory population. It will be able to provide Qin Yan with unparalleled assistance. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully obtained Dragon Blood Flower 113. Territory buildings. And what was wrapped in the light. Raw. And the control of energy source stones. Accompanied by pleasant system sounds. Let the territory expansion speed, which was already extremely fast, be increased countless times again. Paired with the obsidian suit that is being developed. This scene made Qin Yan feel refreshed. Recovering his mind, Qin Yan thought in his heart. I remember the plants like dragon blood flowers seem to appear in the nests of dragon creatures, right? The overall strength of this army is terrifying, which will exceed everyone's imagination. Sure enough, just when he was thinking. Chapter 169 The Earth Trembles. This bloodliner not only improved Qin Yan's attributes, but also made him understand dragons better. For example, the dragon blood essence needed for the construction of the dragon blood pool. The blood in the dragon's body is divided into 3 types: ordinary blood, essence blood, and heart blood. As the name suggests, with the terrifying body regeneration ability that dragons are born with, ordinary blood loss can be quickly restored. But it does not mean that there is no limit at all. When ordinary blood is lost to a certain extent, the dragon's essence blood is consumed. Essence blood is the most precious thing in the race for any creature that relies on blood to inherit power. And the dragon race is the most iconic creature among them. It is precisely because of this. The consumption of essence blood in the body will cause the dragon's power to be severely weakened. And this weakening is difficult to recover. It may take hundreds or even thousands of years to recover to its peak state. This shows the importance of essence blood. Essence blood is like this, not to mention the increasingly pure heart blood. To put it bluntly, it is directly equivalent to the lifeblood of dragons. In a word, if it's ordinary blood, it's fine. Qin Yan. But what is needed to build the dragon blood pool is the dragon's blood essence, which will cause irreparable damage to the dragon. This means that he can't extract the dragon's blood essence needed for the construction of the dragon blood pool from Clay and Eliza. So the only way to get the dragon's blood essence now, Thinking of this, Qin Yan's eyes fell on the end of the burning plane. That's the direction where the shocking dragon roar came from before. That's right. Qin Yan's next goal is to slay the dragon. The 14th level top dragon in the center of the Doomsday Volcano, which is a loyal guardian of the Demon Lord Temple and has an aura no weaker than Clay, was completely slaughtered. Roar. At that moment, Clay soared into the sky. The huge body covered the sky of the sun, and the dark wings brought up waves of dark energy storms, and moved rapidly towards the end of the burning plane. And along the way, the monsters such as the Burial Fire Lord, the Fire Demon Vanguard, the Fiery Ghost, the Flame Demon Giant, etc. that were wandering in the burning plane were all killed by Clay and Eliza. Of course, it doesn't mean that these monsters are not strong. Guys like the Burial Fire Lord, the Fire Demon Vanguard, and the Fiery Ghost are all. It is a 12-level elite monster. The Flame Demon Giant is even more so, each of them is a 12-level lord. If these monsters gather together and attack the player's territory, I am afraid that even a solid empire will be severely damaged. But Clay and the others are stronger. The Black Flame Dragon Breath, Psy, spewed out by Clay, and the fairy dust surging around Eliza, are extremely lethal. Wherever they pass, many lava monsters are instantly blasted to pieces. As for their attacks, for Clay, who is wrapped in a dark energy storm, they can only leave a faint red mark on the huge black dragon's body, and cannot cause any substantial damage at all. Occasionally, the dragon's scales are damaged. Qin Yan would immediately stop the attack and take out a large amount of vitality potion from the Lord's space to help Clay recover to her peak state. The same goes for Eliza. Despite the continuous battle, the magic energy in her body is still extremely abundant. Even because of the continuous increase in level. The power of the magic she released became more and more terrifying. Boom. 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 Countless fiery dusts were sprinkled, and the extremely terrifying magic energy instantly swept the whole scene. At this moment, the sky and the earth lost their color. The power of forbidden spell level magic is indescribable. Crack, 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 crack. The huge bodies of the fire demon giants began to disintegrate visibly. Such momentum can be called invincible. Ding dong. A knownless nest is detected. Do you want to occupy it immediately? Occupy. The pleasant system sound rang, and Qin Yan nodded immediately. As soon as the voice fell. Suddenly, the mysterious system power swept across. The fire demon giant's nest was instantly incorporated into Valina. In addition to the monster nests that were previously captured. The overall territory of Valina has been greatly increased again. At the same time, with the increase of a large number of energy source stones. The production speed of troops in each nest is also amazing. 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. In just a few hours. In the Doomsday Volcano. The army belonging to Qin Yan has increased to tens of thousands. And they are all high-level troops. The individual strength is extremely strong. Originally, Clay and Eliza's speed of conquering the burning plains was already very fast, and now there is another high-level army. In less than a few hours. The entire burning plains was incorporated into Valina. Territory upgrade. Territory name: Valina. Current level: Intermediate town. Next level: Advanced town. Territory area: 0.14120000 square kilometers, not yet satisfied. Territory resources: satisfied. Territory buildings: satisfied. Territory population: 2975000500000. Not yet satisfied. If we can keep this expansion speed. Close in the Lord interface, Qin Yan couldn't help but sigh in his heart. It is estimated that at 8 o'clock tonight, before other players log into Age of Empires, the level of Valina will be improved again. And at this time. The pleasant system sound rang in my ears again. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully captured the Burning Plains, and the progress of the Supreme Lord of the Rings mission has been improved. The voice came, and the mission interface was automatically displayed in front of him. Sure enough, after several hours. After Qin Yan completely conquered the Burning Plains. The progress of the Supreme Lord of the Rings mission was directly increased from the original 35% to 75%, leaving only the last 25% to complete the mission completely. This is the last quarter of the task progress. Close in the task interface. Qin Yan's eyes were sharp. It should be on that giant dragon. Roar. Just at this time. An earth-shaking dragon roar came to my ears again. Endless dragon power came from the central area of Doomsday Mountain. Where it passed. The earth trembled, and the sky and the earth lost their color. Then, a sharp system sound came. At this time, Qin Yan had come to the end of the plain. Further ahead, there was a valley. Although there was still a distance stop, but Qin Yan could feel it very clearly. The extremely strong evil breath was always emanating from the valley. Especially in this lava area. Such a canyon that looked like a ferocious beast was even more daunting. Roar. And at this time, suddenly, a high-pitched dragon roar came from the direction of the valley. The sound was earth-shaking and caused the earth to tremble. At the same time, accompanied by the earth-shaking dragon roar. One after another, dark humanoid figures surged out of the valley like waves, with at least tens of thousands of them. They were wearing heavy black armor, and their eye sockets were emitting a faint light. Although they still looked like humans, if you looked closely, you would find that their eyes had no spirit at all. In the empty eye sockets, only cold murderous intent was revealed. Master. Seeing this scene, Clay said coldly, "These are the dead pools I just mentioned." Chapter 170. Full ventless fighting intent. Yeah. Qin Yan nodded. I see. Although in his sight, these humanoid swordsmen rushing out of the valley should be called dragon swordsmen. As loyal guardians of the Demon Lord Temple, they will not allow anyone to approach. Even other monsters in the Doomsday Volcano will be killed by them instantly. But as Clay said before, after these human swordsmen were stained with dragon blood, they were completely unable to get rid of the temptation of the dragon's power, and eventually became combat puppets controlled by the dragon flag. Their rank is as high as 13th level, and they have several powerful skills. The dragon blood flowing in their bodies makes them have a certain dragon's power. The overall strength of the Deadpool core can be imagined. Woo woo. Crack, 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 crack. Out the hot magma fell. The bodies of the Deadpools began to change. The arms holding the black swords were covered with black scales, and the jagged bone spurs slowly climbed up their necks, and finally covered their entire faces, revealing only the strange golden eyes that seemed to be burning with flames. Boom. The fierce breath burst out from the bodies of the Deadpools, and all the breaths gathered together, which was undoubtedly the same as the dragon. Master. Seeing this, Clay immediately asked for a fight. Let me go and take care of them. No, Qin Yan flatly refused. Eliza is more than capable of clearing out the Deadpool core. Your mission. Then, Qin Yan looked towards the valley. It's to deal with the guy. Roar. Qin Yan's voice had just fallen. From the valley, a shocking dragon roar was heard again. Then, a huge red figure appeared above the valley. Its body was at least 60 meters long. Its eyes were like huge lava fireballs, burning with brilliant gold, but its face was hideous and terrifying. Lava flowed in the cracks, and its slender neck was covered with red dragon scales. Jagged red bone spurs ran along the spine, and the spread red flesh wings brought bursts of hot flames. Red dragon. A huge, top creature that cannot be described in words. Demon Lord Temple Guardian Norton Gender. Male. Age. Middle-aged. Rank. 14th rank. Race. Red Dragon. Identity. Red Dragon King. Level. 440 attack power. 1500-200 Nord Defensa. 1400 health. 1-8-0-0-0-0-0 Magic. 2-3-0-0-0-0 Constitution. 1000 Strength. 1000 Agility. 1000 Intelligence. 1000 Racial Talent. Magic Immunity. The thick dragon scales make it completely immune to all magic. Racial abilities. Breath of Flame, Blazing Fire, Flame. Breath of Flame. The dragon's breath will cause damage to enemies in the range, and the dragon's breath contains burning energy, which can ignite the enemy and cause continuous damage to it. Blazing Fire. The road will be sprinkled with blazing flames, and the enemies infected will suffer heavy damage. Full Flame. The flames bursting out of the body contain strong evil energy, which will erode the enemy's mind and weaken all its attributes. Description. After a long time, the originally proud and noble Red Dragon King Norton has been completely corrupted by evil energy. He guards the Demon Lord Temple all day long, hoping that the Dark Demon Lord can come again. DF. Close in the attribute panel. Qin Yan's eyes were full of shock. He had long expected that the giant dragon guarding the Demon Lord Temple was absolutely top level, but he did not expect that the opponent's attribute would be so terrifying. Red Dragon King Norton. Nearly 2 million health points. Attack and defense attributes are as high as 2000 points. All the racial abilities he mastered can emit destructive flames, and under the long-term corrosion of evil energy, the destructive flames he emits can weaken all attributes of all enemies. What is this concept? Originally, with Norton's attributes, it was difficult for any creature to cause damage to him. As a result, all attributes are now weakened. What the hell? Roar. But at this moment, Clay also let out a shocking roar. As the Queen of Black Dragons, she has an absolute dominant position in the race. Even if the enemy is extremely powerful, she will never lower her noble head. Moreover, the red dragon that appeared in the valley at the moment was completely corroded by evil energy and had long forgotten the majesty of the Dragon clan in the past, completely degenerated into a guy who spread evil power. It can be said to be a racial shame. Eliza, feeling the murderous intention emanating from Clay, Qin Yan immediately ordered, "The Deadpool core is handed over to you." First of all, he has mastered the Dragon Rider dance skill. Seeing this scene, Qin Yan breathed a sigh of relief. Qin Yan felt the scorching flames whistling around him, but his expression was full of endless fighting spirit. But the real winner of the battle seems to be this god-level sword I hold. In addition, at that moment, Clay flapped her wings directly, carrying Qin Yan straight to the sky. The moment Qin Yan gave the order, the huge black dragon soared into the sky. The voice fell. Roar. On the contrary, a strong opponent will make her more excited. But the actual bonus it provides is far more than that. At the same time, accompanied by a thunderous roar, endless dragon power emanated from Clay's body. This suppression from the bloodliner caused the Deadpool core, which was originally completely suppressed by Eliza, to reduce its combat effectiveness again. The newly produced lava army in the nest behind Eliza immediately rushed towards the Deadpool core. Endless fairy dust also rushed out of Eliza's body, and then swept the entire Deadpool core, which instantly collapsed at a speed visible to the naked eye. The voice fell. Then, he touched the black dragon's head. Roar! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Master, don't worry. Eliza will never let you down. And Qin Yan's title of Dragon God can show a certain suppression ability among the dragons, thus helping Clay win this battle. Clay, get ready. Although in terms of attributes, it may be slightly inferior to the Red Dragon King Norton, but Clay, as the Queen of Black Dragons, will never be timid because of the enemy's strength. Momentum is also a very important factor. It is obviously unreasonable to measure the combat power of both sides in this top-level battle only by attributes. The huge black dragon soared into the sky. The dragon power suppression caused by the Red Dragon King Norton before also dissipated instantly under Clay's dragon roar. It can provide Clay with all-round bonuses in the riding state. That's right, Qin Yan is also ready to participate in the battle this time. Qin Yan's title of Dragon God can also play a role. Roar! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! The Dragon Rider dance skill, plus the title of Dragon God, are both very important bonuses. At the same time. Clay, get ready. And in addition. After all, the next battle is against the same 14th level dragon. Although this bonus is only expressed in the form of attributes. Chapter 171 Falling Down, Clan. The words fell. The intermediate artifact Ashbringer wrapped in the scabbard suddenly trembled violently, and then turned into a red sword shadow and fell into Qin Yan's palm. That's right, as early as when he heard the dragon roar of the Red Dragon King Norton, Qin Yan faintly felt that the Ashbringer began to tremble slightly. At the time, the tremor was not obvious enough, so he chose to ignore it. But now. But. The sword tip rang lightly, and an extremely powerful aura emanated. Qin Yan could also immediately feel that an extremely powerful force surged into his body. This power made him feel very happy. Even though he was facing the top Red Dragon King of the 14th level, he did not show any timidity. Even a little impatient. Go ahead, Clay. Then, Qin Yan pointed his sword at the Red Dragon King Norton. No one can stop you! Exclamation mark! Roar. 040 This battle is simply indescribable. Norton was worthy at being the top Red Dragon King of the 14th level. His huge body swept through the air, easily bringing up endless flames of destruction. At the same time, the flames of destruction also contained infinite evil energy, just like a sinister venomous snake. Anyone who was slightly contaminated would suffer endless pain. Although Clay's body was covered with thick dragon scales, she could not completely resist it. Roar. At this time, endless flames of destruction surged out of Norton's body again, turning into a red flame heat wave, sweeping towards Clay. The flames of destruction were endless. In an instant, they completely wrapped the huge black dragon's body. Qin Yan could also feel an extremely hot breath coming. This breath made it difficult to breathe. But at this moment, endless brilliant golden light suddenly burst out from Qin Yan's body. The golden light contained endless pressure. The originally arrogant Red Dragon King Norton felt the pressure and instantly lost his temper. It was the amplification provided by the title of Dragon God. At the same time, Clay's body also burst out with brilliant golden light. The amplification provided by the Dragon Rider dance also burst out. The two amplified each other. Clay, who was originally suppressed, suddenly had a surge of aura. Roar. Accompanied by a shocking dragon roar. Endless dark energy storms rushed out of Clay's body, like ripples in the water, covering the Deadpool army on the ground layer by layer. For a while, countless Deadpools screamed in pain, their bodies quickly decayed in the dark energy storm, and only shriveled corpses were left in the end. And the pure energy in their bodies quickly gathered into Clay's body along the dark energy storm. But. Pure energy gathered. The broken dragon scales covering the surface of the huge black dragon's body began to recover at a speed visible to the naked eye, and the scarlet blood oozing from the wounds also began to heal immediately. Very good. Seeing this scene, King Yan was overjoyed. All the enemies who died in the Dark Realm will provide vitality recovery for Clay. The huge number of Deadpools below is the best source of life recovery for her. Roar. Clay let out a shocking dragon roar. Perhaps it was King Yan's praise that made her extremely excited. After clearing out the Deadpools, Clay felt that her whole body was full of strength and she was extremely happy. Die. With a roar, Clay shuttled directly in the Dark Realm. In a flash, she came to the top of the Red Dragon King Norton. The latter obviously did not expect this situation, but the Dragon King was born with a strong fighting instinct, so he immediately avoided it. But it was too late. Roar. The extremely rich black dragon breath burst out from Clay's mouth, blasting away the destructive flames on the surface of the Red Dragon King Norton's body, and then carrying an unparalleled momentum, it fell directly on his neck. Boom. A dull roar, accompanied by the wailing of the Red Dragon King Norton. The fireball-shaped black dragon breath spewed out by Clay suddenly blasted a big hole in his neck. The extremely hot dragon blood gushed out from the wound. The dragon blood fell to the ground, and anything that was stained with H instantly burned. This is the dragon essence in Norton's body, and it is also the source of his blood power. After losing a lot of essence, Norton's breath suddenly became weak. But Clay was not satisfied with this. Roar. Accompanied by the shocking dragon roar, Clay flapped her wings and continued to perform the field shuttle, and appeared next to Norton again. Afterwards, Clay opened her bloody mouth and bit down directly, and then tore it horizontally fiercely. Swish. A dull sound rang out. The neck of the Red Dragon King Norton was directly torn apart, revealing the eerie white bones inside. But it must be said that the dragon's vitality is extremely amazing. After being so severely injured, the Red Dragon King Norton did not fall straight down, but still soared in the sky. But at this moment, King Yan moved. Just when Clay severely injured the Red Dragon King Norton. King Yan, who was originally riding on Clay's back, suddenly jumped high. Whoosh. Whoosh. King Yan's body fell rapidly, and the sharp wind whistled past his ears. But he didn't care at all. All his energy was concentrated on the already broken neck of the Red Dragon King Norton. Buzz. And in the process of King Yan's fall. The god-level sword Ashbringer, which he held tightly in his hand, suddenly trembled violently. The sword tip rang lightly, and an extremely powerful momentum surged out. Boom. At this moment, the plain and simple Ashbringer suddenly caught fire. Platinum-colored flames burst out from the edge of the sword. The power of the flames was no less than that of the Red Dragon King Norton. It even showed a gesture of suppressing it. Roar. Just at this moment, King Yan had already fallen on the huge neck of the Red Dragon King Norton. The latter stared at him with two huge dragon eyes like lava fireballs, and raised his head to spit out flaming dragon breath crazily, trying to throw King Yan into the air and tear him into pieces. But it was too late. Die. With a shocking roar, King Yan raised the god-level blade in his hand, and then slashed at the neck of the Red Dragon King Norton fiercely. Ashbringer is a special weapon made by the Dwarf King Magni for King Yan, and it was originally made at the level of a mid-level artifact. Its power increase can be imagined. Even the extremely solid dragon scales can be penetrated easily. Moreover, the neck of the Red Dragon King Norton had been severely injured by Clay before. In this case, the Ashbringer, burning with white and gold flames, slashed fiercely. Puff. The sword flashed. The neck of the Red Dragon King Norton was cut off on the spot. Blood splattered, and the huge head flew up directly. But in the end, it could only fall to the ground. Then, the pleasant system prompt sound also rang in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to player King Yan, you have successfully killed Demon Lord Temple Guardian Red Dragon King Norton. Chapter 172 Surprise Ding dong. Congratulations to player King Yan, your mission progress has been successfully improved! Finally killed it. Flipping over and jumping onto Clay's back, the latter flapped her wings and soared into the sky, Qin Yan immediately breathed a sigh of relief. Boom. 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 At the same time, just when the system sounded, the still huge red dragon body exploded directly in midair. Immediately afterwards, the terrifying flame heat wave took this as the center and spread out in all directions like ripples. Wu seeing this scene, the Deadpool core on the ground all let out a low roar. But the impact of the flame heat wave instantly submerged them. Everyone, all behind me. Eliza looked at the sweeping flame heat wave, but did not show the slightest panic. She just suddenly flew into the sky with her elf dragon wings, and then began to condense magic energy. Afterwards, endless fairy dust rushed out of Eliza's body and gathered towards the area in front. After a while, it condensed into a magic shield with brilliant light. Illusion barrier. After Eliza's level was upgraded, another racial ability was awakened during the battle. Create a magic shield with extremely amazing defensive power. Kaka 29. When the heat wave of destruction met the illusion barrier, the latter immediately began to disintegrate. But the fairy dust in Eliza's body seemed endless. The extremely rich magic energy rushed out of her body again, and the illusion barrier immediately stopped breaking, and even became stronger. Until the flame heat wave completely dissipated, it did not break again. This shows the defensive ability of the illusion barrier. The Ashbringer is indeed a mid-level artifact. In the sky, Qin Yan stood behind Clay, watching the flames and heat waves gradually subsiding below, and his heart could not calm down for a long time. When it advances to a high-level artifact and a supreme artifact, how powerful will this sword be? It's hard to imagine. And at this time, the pleasant system sound came again. Ding dong. Congratulations, you have successfully obtained the qualifications to build the Dragon Blood Pool. Oh? Can you build the Dragon Blood Pool? When the voice came, Qin Yan was immediately overjoyed. The number of Dragon Blood flowers required for the construction of the Dragon Blood Pool is completely sufficient. He only needs to obtain a sufficient amount of Dragon Blood essence to build the Dragon Blood Pool. I think it must be when I killed the Red Dragon King Norton, all the Dragon Blood essence in his body was collected into my bag. Sure enough. Qin Yan opened the battle record, and what came into view was related to the Dragon Blood essence. You have successfully obtained Dragon Essence 25 during the battle! You have successfully obtained Dragon Essence 38 during the battle! You have successfully obtained Dragon Essence 19 during the battle. Checked all the way down. After Qin Yan killed the Red Dragon King Norton this time, the amount of Dragon Essence obtained was extremely large, which was enough to meet the construction needs of the Dragon Blood Pool. The remaining Dragon Essence was also an extremely precious material. But the dragon race is greedy by nature. Closing the battle interface, Qin Yan looked at the huge head that fell to the ground. The truly priceless treasures should be hidden in their nests. Greed and tyranny are the nature of the dragon race. Luckily, after Clay surrendered to Qin Yan, except for occasionally showing her tyrannical nature, the word greed can't be seen on her. Outside, she is an invincible and terrifying black dragon. But next to Qin Yan, Clay never asked for gold coins or anything, and she has nothing to do with the word greed. Even if she had confiscated the enemy's treasure, she would give it to Qin Yan immediately. She is a typical obedient little dragon girl. It is very appropriate to describe Clay as a caring little cotton jacket. But the Red Dragon King Norton is different. He has been corrupted by evil energy for such a long time, and as the guardian of the Demon Lord Temple, his originally extremely tyrannical character is more obvious. The degree of his greed can be imagined. And the facts are completely in line with Qin Yan's expectations. When the flames and heat waves on the ground completely dissipated, the hideous head that fell heavily to the ground suddenly burst out a red light. The light appeared and suddenly rushed into the sky. But then, it suddenly drilled directly into the ground. Boom. However, at the moment when this red light sank into the ground, the originally calm earth suddenly trembled. Then, the earth cracked. A huge dragon nest cast by magma slowly appeared inside. Boom. The earth cracked, and the sky and the earth lost their color. Then, the lava ground collapsed. What appeared in the cracks was a dazzling dragon nest cast by red lava. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, you have successfully discovered the ownerless red dragon nest! Do you want to occupy it immediately? Is there any need to ask this? Occupying the red dragon nest means that all the treasures in the nest will belong to Qin Yan. As the most greedy dragon, the red dragon tirelessly tries to add collections to its treasure house. The treasures contained in the red dragon's lair are absolutely amazing. As a result, at this moment, the opportunity to occupy the red dragon's lair is in front of Qin Yan. This is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing. Occupy it immediately. So, without any hesitation, Qin Yan nodded immediately. Boom. 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 At the moment when King Yan.dot the invisible mysterious system power swept across. After the Red Dragon King Norton was killed, this ownerless Red Dragon's lair has become King Yan's property. Roar. At that moment, King Yan immediately wrote play and came to the sky above the Red Dragon's lair. Gold coins. A large amount of gold, 910 coins. Endless gold coins. Countless gold coins piled up in the Red Dragon's lair, forming a mountain. All the gold coins shone with extremely bright golden light, making people unable to open their eyes. Everyone present, including King Yan himself, saw this scene with shock in their eyes. Especially Eliza. So many gold coins. Looking at the extremely bright gold coin mountain in the lair, Eliza shouted excitedly, "You can even take a bath with gold coins." More than taking a bath with gold coins? The number of gold coins in the Red Dragon's lair is at least more than 1 million. Such a number of gold coins, if placed outside, would be enough to drive anyone crazy. At this time, the system power swept across. All of a sudden, all the gold coins returned to the Lord King Yan's space. Ding dong. Congratulations to player King Yan, you have successfully obtained gold coins. Oh my god. What did you just say? 1 million? That's over 100 million. Even King Yan was extremely surprised to see this number. More than 120 million gold coins. All piled up in a Red Dragon's lair cast by magma. This scene is simply hard to describe in words. It seems that I have underestimated the dragon race's love for gold coins. To be honest, King Yan, who knew the greedy nature of the dragon race, had already expected that the Red Dragon's lair would contain countless precious treasures, and gold coins should be at least more than 1 million. Chapter 173 Attracting everyone's attention. But who could have thought? A big gift right away. More than 100 million gold coins, what an amazing wealth. Take a deep breath and King Yan forces himself to calm down because he knows that judging from the amount of gold coins he has obtained, the number and preciousness of treasures in the nest where the Red Dragon King Norton lived before his death seem to be more exaggerated than he imagined. Sure enough, he passed through the mountain of gold coins. Then, all kinds of equipment appeared in front of him. Combat boots, emblem rings, belts, hand guards, spears, helmets, shoulder armor, chest armor, wrist guards, leg armor, sword blades, battle axes, etc. Almost all the equipment you can think of can be seen in the Red Dragon's nest. And the quality of these equipment is very high. King Yan checked the equipment before and after, and none of them was lower than purple quality. There are even several orange quality equipment. Magic staff quality, orange weapon. Part. Two-handed staff. Magic attack. Plus 480 intelligence. Plus 260 constitution. Plus 150 agility. Plus 120 additional effect. Magic charge. Increases the user's magic attack by 15% additional effect. Magic penetration. Passively increases the user's magic penetration by 10% additional skill. Gaining energy while moving and casting. When the charge reaches 100%, the next cast will release all the energy, causing more powerful range damage. Additional skill. Magic burst. Detonates the target unit, causing 1000% spell damage. Required level 420. Description. A staff that can store magic energy, which can help the user instantly burst out amazing magic damage. Black side boots quality. Orange. Part. Boots. Defensor. Plus 360 agility. Plus 280 strength. Plus 150 intelligence. Plus 120 additional effect. Increases the user's toxin resistance by 15% additional effect. Increases the user's movement speed by 20% additional skills. Black side shadow step. Bursts out 300% movement speed in a short period of time. Additional skills. Shadow dodge. After activation, it can greatly improve the user's dodge ability, and can last for a long time. Required level 420. Description. Boots that can provide a strong agility increase, can help the user dodge a large number of attacks, and hunt enemies like the God of Death. Flying Star sword quality. Orange weapon. Part. One-handed sword. Attack. Plus 520 strength. Plus 280 constitution. Plus 180 agility. Plus 150 additional effect. Increase the user's attack power by 15% additional effect. Starlight blade. Attack will have a certain probability of emitting a beam of light, piercing through a row of enemies in front of you, and the attack damage is related to the user's attack power. Additional skills. Starry Sky break. A row of starlight sword energy is emitted from the blade, causing range damage to the enemy in front, and has a defense breaking effect. Additional skills. 1000 stars. Endless starlight is released from the sword blade. After a short period of charging, it will condense into endless sword light, falling from the sky to cause a devastating blow to enemies within the range. Required level 420 description. A longsword made of molten starlight, which can help the user release starlight sword energy to damage the target, greatly improving the user's combat ability. Fire Dragon Ring quality. Orange dog part. Ring. Magic attack. Plus 420 intelligence. Plus 350 agility. Plus 150 strength. Plus 120 additional effect. Increases the user's blood-sucking effect by 8%, which can be stacked. Additional effect. Increases the user's fire resistance by 50%. Additional skill. Fire Dragon technique. Releases a fire dragon formed by the magic energy at the fire element to damage the target. Additional skill. Burst Fireball. Releases a fireball formed by the concentrated magic energy. After hitting the target, the fireball will split and cause area damage. Required level 420 description. Ice and fire chain quality. Orange dog part. Necklace. Magic attack. Plus 360 intelligence. Plus 280 agility. Plus 150 constitution. Plus 120 additional effect. Increases the user's magic recovery rate by 20%. Additional effect. Increases the user's health limit by 4000 points. Additional skill. Frost Sweep. Releases frost magic energy to sweep all enemies in front of you. Additional skill. Flame Sweep. Releases flame magic energy to sweep all enemies in front of you. Additional skills. Song of Ice and Fire. After activation, it instantly increases the user's ice magic and fire magic damage by 25%. Required level 420 description. A magic necklace that combines both fire and frost magic energies can greatly increase the user's magic lethality. There are countless purple equipment everywhere. Then, he continued to move deeper into the Red Dragon's lair. After putting away all the equipment, Qin Yan stretched his body with satisfaction. Almost at this time. Perhaps in the depths of the Red Dragon's lair, there are more precious treasures waiting for him to explore. No matter which of these equipment is placed outside, it will definitely attract countless people to fight for it. After putting these orange quality equipment into the Lord's space, Qin Yan's heart still can't calm down for a long time. But now, they are all controlled by me at will. This is the power of equipment. And this also made Qin Yan's heart full of expectations. And judging from the bright light emitted by these architectural drawings, the properties and functions of these buildings are absolutely powerful. Such a harvest is amazing. As the leaders of the army, they need stronger attribute support, and then the team enhancement provided can be maintained for a longer time, so that the attribute bonus provided by the equipment can be fully demonstrated. Suddenly, a series of brilliant lights burst out in front. The above are all the orange equipment Qin Yan found in the Red Dragon's lair. As Qin Yan gradually went deeper into the Red Dragon's lair. In the Red Dragon's lair. But now, they have all become Qin Yan's property. Master. Qin Yan smiled slightly when he heard this. The effects of these architectural drawings should not be too bad. Vertical bar okay. Each piece of equipment, if placed outside, will attract countless people to fight for it. And the overall strength of Valina's army will be qualitatively improved again. To be honest, it was not long after entering the Red Dragon's lair. The light was so dazzling that it instantly attracted everyone's attention. These equipment can be left to powerful heroes recruited in the future, or to the leaders of various legions. Of course, this is also a very normal thing. Qin Yan did not expect to find architectural drawings in the Red Dragon's lair. After seeing the treasure emitting light clearly, Eliza was immediately delighted. There are architectural drawings here again! Yeah. That's right, there are several architectural drawings emitting brilliant golden light in the Red Dragon's lair. Although the quality of these equipment is not as rare as orange equipment, the equipment attributes in all aspects are also very impressive. But. At the same time, in addition to these orange equipment, Qin Yan had already obtained more than 120 million gold coins, plus several orange quality equipment, and countless purple equipment. CSS Kushanda Western Novela on Canal Distinta Mundo Fanfic Novelas, Significat Lo Descarga and Y Subiran Sinisfuerzos Invitamos Cordialmente Visitar Nuestro Canal. Mundo Fanfic Novelas all encontras la versión original de esta historia y podrás explorar muchas otras novelas de diversos narradores. Te esperamos para sumergirte en un mundo de novelas increíbles. Chapter 174. Repeated construction. After all, it was the architectural drawings found in the Red Dragon's lair. If it wasn't powerful, it wouldn't have appeared here. Not to mention it was placed deep in the lair. This means in the mind of the Red Dragon King Norton, the preciousness of these architectural drawings far exceeds the countless gold coins and top-grade equipment before. The architectural drawings that were so valued by the Red Dragon King Norton and placed deeper in the lair. Its powerful functions can be imagined. Master. At this time, Eliza had brought back all the architectural drawings, and then handed them to Qin Yan with great joy and respect. This is your supreme treasure. With a slight smile, Qin Yan reached out to take it. Just at the moment when a few architectural drawings were in hand. The pleasant system prompt sound rang in my ears one after another. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the complete building blueprint, Full Energy Crystal Tower 1! Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the complete building blueprint Full Energy Magic Spring 1! Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the complete building blueprint, Full Energy Wall 1! The pleasant system sounds rang one after another, making Qin Yan feel happy. At the same time, he instantly understood the reason why the Red Dragon King Norton placed these building blueprints after the gold coins and equipment and stored them deep in the nest. Because these building blueprints are all related to evil energy. Qin Yan still remembered that the system's introduction to the map of the Doomsday Volcano clearly mentioned that this was originally the most suitable nest for red dragons to live in. That is, this was once the world of the Red Dragon King Norton. But with the advent of the Dark Lord Sauron, the originally proud and noble Red Dragon King Norton was also completely corrupted by the evil energy. He directly abandoned his former noble identity as a dragon and became a disseminator of evil energy. He was completely imprisoned by the dark demon Sauron, who mastered the evil energy. All creatures in the entire Doomsday Volcano zone were also completely swept away by the Doomsday Volcano. This shows how powerful the evil stock is. What happened now? The architectural drawings that Qin Yan just found in the Red Dragon's nest are all related to evil energy. Even the Red Dragon King Norton himself was corrupted by evil energy. Now that he has obtained treasures related to evil energy, it will naturally be stored in the depths of the nest. But unfortunately, the Red Dragon King Norton himself cannot build these buildings related to evil energy. Qin Yan looked at the architectural drawings in his palm that were shining with bright golden light and exuding a mysterious evil energy, and his mouth corners could not help but curl up slightly. So these buildings are destined to be built by only me. At this time, the attribute panels of several architectural drawings were displayed in front of Qin Yan one by one. Full Energy Crystal Tower level. Legendary. Basic function. Damage stacking. When shooting at the same target continuously, the evil energy attached to the full energy arrows will be superimposed and condensed, increasing the additional damage caused to the enemy. Basic function. Full Energy Corrosion. The evil energy can greatly weaken the enemy's armor attributes. Basic function. Full Energy Storage. When hitting, the evil energy contained in the arrow cluster will be injected into the enemy's body, and all its attributes will be weakened according to the concentration of the evil energy. Additional function. Full Energy Detonation. When the full energy contained in the enemy reaches a certain concentration, it will cause explosive damage to the enemy, and the infected enemy will also be weakened in all attributes. Additional function triggered by the god-level talent of the Chosen Sun. Construction materials. Gold coins 5000, silver 2000, full volcanic stone 1500, full crystal 500. Description. Add full crystals to build. It can launch a top-grade arrow tower containing endless full energy. At the same time, if the player has a sufficient number of full crystals, he only needs to consume the basic resources of gold coins to continuously build without quantity restrictions to ensure the safety of the territory. Combat power score plus 18,000. It is worthy at being a crystal tower containing Jeff, evil energy. All of a sudden, all the evil crystals in front of him floated in the air under the mysterious power of the system, and then gathered towards Qin Yan. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained Evil Crystal 5000. Because the construction requirements of the Full Crystal Tower only require 500 full crystals. The arrows fired by the Full Crystal Tower also have the ability to corrode, which can weaken the enemy's armor. At the same time, the evil energy injected into the enemy's body will also weaken the enemy's all attributes. Moreover, when the evil energy in the enemy's body is concentrated to a certain degree, it will automatically release explosive damage. All enemies infected with evil energy will suffer a weakening of all attributes. Immediately, a pleasant system sound rang in his ears. And this weakening is equivalent to providing an overall increase to the team. This means that the basic damage of the full crystal tower is very good. And at this moment, Alyssa, with her gorgeous elven dragon wings, came to Qian Yan again. These crystals should be what you need. The full crystal tower is a kind of building that can be rebuilt repeatedly. Next, he only needs to consume a certain amount of gold coins to build an unlimited number of full crystal towers, and he does not need to find a way to continue searching for full crystals. After that, Qian Yan opened the Lord Space. Let the comprehensive combat power of Valinor be increased by more than double. The voice fell. The damage caused by other armies in Valinor to the enemy will also be greatly improved. This function has greatly increased the lethality of the full crystal tower. In other words, now that the construction requirements are met, and Qian Yan successfully builds a full crystal tower. In addition to the full crystal tower. Very good. These crystals shine with brilliant light, but at the same time exuded a strong and extremely evil aura. A burst of magic energy surged in front of Alyssa. To be honest, the construction of the crystal tower. The sound came, making Qian Yan feel happy. After checking the properties, Qian Yan couldn't help but sigh in his heart. And the number of full crystals he has obtained now has reached 5,000. Then, a large group of black crystals emerged from it. Master. It can fully meet the construction requirements of the full crystal tower. When attacking the same target, the additional damage caused can be increased according to the number of attacks. First of all, this full crystal tower can dynamically increase damage. It was the evil crystals needed for construction. This is for Qian Yan, who just looted 120 million gold coins in the Red Dragon's lair. Qian Yan touched Alyssa's little head, and the latter rubbed his arm affectionately. Alyssa, you have worked hard. And it is worth mentioning that. In addition. Chapter 175 Brilliant Golden Light. It is undoubtedly a very pleasant thing. At this time, the pleasant system sound rang in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qian Yan, you have successfully obtained the qualification to build the evil crystal tower! Excuse me, do you want to build it immediately? Is there any need to ask this? Since the construction requirements have been met, why not build it? Build it immediately. So, almost without any hesitation, Qian Yan nodded immediately. Boom. Just at the moment when Qian Yan nodded, the entire burning plain, the ground suddenly shook. The earth trembled, and the sky and the earth lost their color. The extremely rich evil energy swept the whole place in an instant. Boom. 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 The earth cracked, and black evil crystal towers rose from the ground. This is the power of the system power construction method. No need to wait, just consume gold coins to quickly complete the construction. As for the consume gold coins, for Qian Yan now, it is nothing at all. Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, the crystal tower has been successfully built! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, the full crystal tower has been successfully built! Ding dong. Congratulations to the player, the full crystal tower has been successfully built. Accompanied by the pleasant system prompt sound that sounded continuously. Countless full crystal towers have been built in full. Surrounding the entire burning plain. Any enemy who dares to approach will be shot on the spot. This is Qian Yan's plan. Now that the ultimate guardian of the Demon Lord Temple, the Red Dragon King Norton, has been killed, there is no need to worry too much about the other monsters in the Doomsday Volcano that have been eroded by evil energy. And when all the evil monsters in the Doomsday Volcano are completely wiped out, the entire lava zone will be in a state of being ownerless. Qian Yan only needs to take the burning plain as the center, and then build buildings in the surrounding lava zones. Little by little the entire Doomsday Volcano will eventually be incorporated into the territory of Valinor. And by the time, the entire Doomsday Volcano will become another solid strategic fortress for Qian Yan after the Forest Fortress, the Mountain Fortress, and the Hell Fortress. And, from a geographical point of view, the Doomsday Volcano is right in the middle of the Quiet Forest and the Crystal Song Forest. Qian Yan looked at the evil crystal towers surrounding the burning plain, his eyes flashing. Even if the space portal is really destroyed by the enemy using powerful means, I can immediately dispatch troops from the base camp to pass through the Doomsday Volcano to provide force replenishment to the warfront. By then, the strategic layout will be perfect. With the Quiet Forest as the center, the Dark Swamp in the west, the Misty Mountains in the east, the Doomsday Volcano in the south, and the Crystal Song Forest further south can all be opened up. In addition, the two-way space portal is under construction during this period. The entire central area of the Empire continent will be completely connected. All it takes is a single order from Qian Yan. The legions stationed in various areas will immediately arrive at the designated location. Only then can Valinor be truly called an impregnable fortress. Okay, let's continue building. Recovering his mind, Qin Yan's eyes fell on the several architectural drawings in his hand again. According to the system prompt sound. The architectural drawings he just obtained are all related to. Now the full crystal tower has been built. The remaining two buildings are the full magic spring and the full wall. There is no doubt that these two buildings are the most indispensable buildings for building a fortress. Especially the full wall. It makes the solidity of the volcanic fortress directly improve. It was at this time. The building properties of the full wall are automatically displayed in front of Qin Yan. Full wall level. Legendary. Basic function. Durable shield. There is a shield protection on the surface of the wall. Before the shield is broken, the enemy cannot cause damage to the wall. Basic function. Full amplification. The evil energy emitted from the wall can provide amplification for the durable shield, making it more difficult to break. Basic function. Full interference. When the enemy is detected approaching the full wall, the evil energy will be automatically triggered, weakening all attributes of all surrounding enemies. Additional function. Full backlash. When the enemy attacks the full wall, it will suffer the backlash of evil energy, and suffer continuous damage in percentage form per second. Extra function triggered by the god-level talent of the Chosen Sun. Construction materials. Gold coins 15,000, silver 5,000, full volcanic stone 3,000, full crystal 1,000. Description. The wall made of full crystal contains extremely rich evil energy, which can weaken all attributes of surrounding enemies and cause full backlash damage to enemies that damage the wall. Note. Similarly, players only need to obtain a sufficient number of full crystals, and they only need to consume gold coins to build unlimited quantities. Combat power rating plus 20,000, it is worthy at being a full series building. After checking the building properties, Qin Yan was immediately delighted. First of all, the defensive ability of the full wall is naturally beyond doubt. 10. It is difficult for monsters to cause damage to the wall itself. What's more, there is a durable shield protection on the surface of the full wall. When the enemy approaches, all attributes will be weakened. Attacking the city wall will also suffer from the backlash of the full energy. All the above functions are superimposed. The comprehensive defense capability of the full energy wall is definitely top-notch. Just at this time, a pleasant system prompt sounded in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the qualification to build a full energy wall. Do you want to build it immediately? Like the full energy crystal tower, the construction of the full energy wall requires a certain number of full energy crystals in addition to several basic resources. Fortunately, Qin Yan previously obtained 5,000 full energy crystals in the Red Dragon's Lair. In addition to the huge heritage in Valina. There is no need to worry about the construction materials for the several building drawings obtained now. Build now. So, Qin Yan nodded immediately without any hesitation. Boom. Just like the construction of the full energy crystal tower before. At the moment when Qin Yan nodded, the entire burning plane suddenly trembled. Then, the ground cracked. A series of solid walls that exuded strong evil energy appeared in front of the evil crystal tower, surrounding the entire burning plane. The evil wall protected the front, weakening all the attributes of all the surrounding enemies. At the same time, the evil crystal tower was in the back, constantly firing evil arrows containing strong evil energy, which could also corrode the enemy's armor attributes. The two complement each other. The comprehensive defense capability of the volcanic fortress can be improved at least several times. But at this time, it seemed to sense the strong smell of evil energy in the air. Just when Qin Yan built the evil wall. The architectural drawings of evil energy fountain that were originally lying quietly in his palm automatically burst out with dazzling golden light. At the same time, the extremely rich evil energy breath also rushed out with dazzling golden light. Then, the building attributes were automatically displayed in front of him. Evil energy fountain level. Legendary level. Basic function. Energy diffusion. The evil energy in the evil spring is extremely rich and can be released at any time. Basic function. Evil energy vitality. The evil energy emitted from the magic spring can provide a powerful attribute bonus to nearby friendly units. Chapter 176 Red Dragon Egg. Basic function. Energy pouring. When the enemy approaches the evil energy spring, evil energy will pour out, binding the enemy in place and causing a lot of damage to the enemy. Additional function. Full energy field. The evil energy springs will connect to each other to form a full energy field. Friendly units in the full energy field can obtain a percentage increase in all attributes. The effect can be superimposed, but there is an upper limit. The current upper limit is 300%. Extra function triggered by the god-level talent of the Chosen Sun. Construction materials. Gold coins 20,000, silver 5,000, full energy volcanic stone 5,000, full energy crystal 2,000. Description. The full energy spring is connected to the source of evil, contains endless evil energy, and can be connected to each other to form a full energy field. Friendly units in the full energy field can burst out with more powerful combat capabilities. Note: similarly, players only need to obtain a sufficient number of full energy crystals, and they only need to consume gold coins to create an unlimited number of 480s. Combat power score plus 20,000 FK. After checking the building properties, Qin Yan was stunned. What did he see? The attribute amplification effect provided by the full field can actually be superimposed. That's right, during the construction of the full fountain, the god-level talent of the Chosen Sun successfully triggered the additional function of the tooth field. Friendly units in the full field can obtain extremely powerful full attribute bonuses. And the attribute amplification effect can be superimposed. What does this mean? It means that the more full fountains there are in the territory, the larger the coverage area of the full field, and the higher the attribute amplification degree provided by the field. With the current development of Vailina, there is no need to worry about the problem of insufficient resources. In other words, Qin Yan can build countless. At the time, all soldiers in Vailina, as long as they are in the full energy field, will be able to obtain a 300% increase in all attributes. This is a full 3 times increase in all attributes. The original 100 points of attack power will be directly increased to 300 points. The life value and so on will also be directly increased 3 times on the original basis. In a word, the existence of the full energy spring. Directly let the already extremely powerful comprehensive strength of the Vailina army make another qualitative leap. Just at this time, the pleasant system sound rang in my ears. Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the construction qualification of full energy spring ! Excuse me, do you want to build it immediately? ! Ding dong. Congratulations to player Qin Yan, you have successfully obtained the construction qualification of full energy spring ! Excuse me, do you want to build it immediately? After Qin Yan checked the building attributes, the pleasant system sound rang in his ears. The full energy spring building blueprint in his hand also burst out with brilliant golden light. That is a symbol of having met the construction qualification. Qin Yan has thousands of evil crystals in his hands, and the evil energy series of buildings can be built without any scruples. Build now. Thinking of this, Qin Yan nodded immediately without any hesitation. Buzz. 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 Just at the moment Qin Yan nodded, the extremely rich evil energy swept across the whole place in an instant. The earth trembled, and the sky and the earth lost their color. One after another, evil energy springs appeared in sight. Ding dong. Congratulations to the players, the evil energy spring has been built! Ding dong. Congratulations to the players, the magic spring has been built! Ding dong. Congratulations to the players, the evil energy spring has been built. Accompanied by the pleasant system prompt sounds that sounded continuously. The evil energy springs emitting rich evil energy spread all over the burning plain. And Qin Yan could immediately feel that the evil energy contained in the air began to grow at a speed visible to the naked eye. Then, the evil energy gathered towards the central area. A heart-pounding evil energy spread rapidly outward with the evil energy spring as the center. Then, a beam of dark light fell from the sky. This beam of light covered everything. Boom. 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 The sky trembled, and everything was silent. Then the dark light shone down. It connected with the evil energy spring located in the center of the burning plain. In an instant, the evil energy spring exuded an unparalleled momentum. Then the mysterious black light burst out from the evil energy spring. Roar. Now, the red dragon egging the red dragon King Norton's nest is likely to be able to hatch. Then, the pleasant system prompt sound rang in my ears. The roar was earth-shaking. And by the time, let's go, take me over to see it. Just when Qin Yan was sighing, Clay in the form of a dragon princess suddenly came to his side, and said with great respect and joy, I just found a red dragon egging the red dragon's nest. He never thought that after killing the red dragon King Norton, he could find that dragon egg again in the dragon's nest. The full field covers a very wide area. 300%, 500%, or even 1000% is not completely impossible. Master. Originally, their attributes in all aspects were already extremely powerful. Now that they have obtained the increase provided by the evil energy spring, their strength has risen again, and the aura they exude has become even stronger. And you have to know that this is not the limit of the attribute increase of the demon spring. It is worthy at being an architectural drawing that even the red dragon King Norton values so much. Keen Yan looked at the evil crystal tower, evil wall and evil spring that he had just built, his eyes filled with unconcealed excitement. With these buildings, the volcanic fortress is almost impossible to be conquered. Keen Yan looked at the full field covering the entire volcano fortress in front of him, and his heart could not calm down for a long time. Now Valina is at town level. As the territory level is upgraded, the building level of the full spring will also be upgraded again. When the black dragon egg was found, it was in an abandoned black dragon's nest, and the black dragon egg was still in a hatchable state. Ding dong! Congratulations to the players, the full field has been condensed. The dark energy aura spread out like ripples. Keen Yan was stunned for a moment, and then his breathing became rapid. The voice sounded, making Keen Yan feel happy. The full field can provide your soldiers with a 300% bonus to all attributes. As the wind and clouds changed color, the energy aura condensed into a circle of light above the burning plain, covering the entire volcanic fortress built by Keen Yan. Roar. The entire Doomsday volcano trembled because of it. Even the area outside the full wall is covered by the full field 1.7 at this moment. All the high-level lava monsters belonging to Keen Yan in the burning plains raised their heads and roared. This way, the enemy will have no chance to attack the volcano fortress. In the burning plains, all the high-level lava soldiers that Keen Yan had just subdued all roared earth-shakingly. What? Red dragon egg? The cover of the evil energy field made their all attributes double instantly. Just at this time, the upper limit of the 300% increase in all attributes originally provided by the evil energy spring will be increased again. Fin DS capture much as great as Pelaga has to L final. No SE Olvaden D dull like bus gasms contenido exclusive YXO in medito. Siascrabata news to Patreon. Recurda, card alike, Siascripsino Donakin nos anima continue. Great as a todos nos vemos on Alpxmodo.